look, you've gotten worse, bro. So now what I want everyone to understand, this is what I want everyone to understand. There's a new sheriff in town, and his name is Arteta, and he's here to dominate the league for the next few years. Well done. There's a new sheriff in town, and it's Big Teta. Big Teta, the Arsenal, we're back. We are back. The Invincibles, they're nothing. They're nothing compared to what the next 5 years is going to be. Big Teta and the Arsenal have rolled into town, bro, on the chariot made of gold, bro, whipping up horses. We're going at 100 miles per hour. The Pep reign of terror is over. There is a new sheriff in town, and it is us. You're all pissed. I'm telling you now, you man are...
And you've kept me here. 1 o'clock is 1:30. I've got work tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do super chat. Yeah, we spoke.
And you have said, and your whole show, you have not said anything of a substance.
Because you're telling me shit.
2 hours, you haven't said anything of a substance. We haven't gotten one sentence from you where we can actually discuss. Literally.
They can he can laugh as much as you want, like a fraud. You can laugh.
يا حبيبي let us have والله العظيم I know you know. يا عم I have seen you have good conversations. Stop with the monologues. خلينا have a conversation for real.
No.
Hamza, do you think Semenyo? Hamza, do you think Semenyo?
What did you?
All right, mate. Please.
What did
You're
you
the
make?
biggest back of Arsenal. What are you gonna say today?
I praise.
Are you gonna congratulate us for being top of the league? Because you do everyday show about Arsenal, guys. Arsenal, yeah, you got Arsenal.
Have you ever seen the film? Have you ever seen the film about the Air Jordans with
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Was that Cal?
Cal, you're right, bro.
Cal, you're good. Has Cal just collapsed? Did the chair just give up on Cal? What the hell? Cal, you all right, mate?
All right.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream. I am joined by absolute icon of football YouTube, supermodel, one of the elites, and Tom Little, of course. How are you doing, Dean? You good, brother?
I knew you were talking about me, but yeah. I'm good, man. I'm good. Hey, you know what? Before we start, one thing, yeah. See that video where Cal dropped? That's the first time I've heard. I didn't know he said. I never heard him say the chair broke. I've never heard him say anything. The first
Honestly,
time
every time you watch it, you find something new in it. It's one of the great videos. Every time you watch it, you figure out something new.
I never knew he said anything, but yeah, big up Cal, man. Big up Cal for that. Legend.
Big up, Cal. Big up. Yes. By the end of this stream, this code is gonna expire. I bought you guys an extra 2 hours. You guys have the next 2 hours to use code MHF15. After this, it goes back to 8%. Go get yourself a shirt. Go use code MHF15. I'm currently wearing the Haiti shirt. You get me? I know Callum will be pissed off because he's like, oh, you're not Haitian. I wear what I want, Cal, you bum. Anyway, this is the Haiti shirt right here. So, yeah. Who's the lady in the hat? Big up. Have you ever met Sean in real life?
No.
Because he's actually Scouse, you know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's Scouse, like, I think he hates you.
I can't say I've ever met him in real life, no.
I think he can't stand you. I don't know why. Sean.
You think?
Sean is... But what for what? Like, what's the thing that made him turn on you this badly?
No idea.
Probably one of the, Archie Gray type shots.
I'll be honest, it's not exactly like I'm, the most sensible with my opinions.
I would say you're more loved than hated, though, by far.
Yeah, probably, but when I'm hated, I'm hated.
You know who I would say is the most hated Liverpool YouTubers? Craig.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably say Paul from Redman TV. That guy that blamed the wingers as well from Anfield Rap. What's his name again? Distance Covered. What's his name?
Oh, Josh Williams.
Yeah, he's hated. I'll put myself up there in the hated category as well, probably. You're not hated, Tom, by the way. I think it's just Shawnee who can't stand you. He just can't stand you. Like, he's your enemy forever. So, yeah. Big up Hussam, my brother. Big up to you, Ohakatali. Shout out to my Australians. Big up, man. Big up. Appreciate you. Big up to my guy, Akia, who just sends in an empty super chat. See how I call you correct? Akia, not Aquia, like the Coppish boys do. Big up to my guy, Gunnar Carlos. He says, good morning, Dom. Live Arsenal now, forever and always. Tom, just let him know you're doing your best Killian Murphy lookalike. That's actually not an insult.
No, I just don't know why we decided for the first 5 minutes of the stream. It's just the pile on Tom.
Wait, isn't that the guy that did the
Peaky Blinders?
He did like one of the action movies, right?
No, he was the main fellow in Oppenheimer.
Oh yeah, Peaky Blinders. Sorry, my bad. I thought he did one of the action movies. Yeah, that's not even bad, bro. That's a good compliment.
No, I know.
You know how many women crush on him?
I know. Yeah. It's better than the other fucking one I got from Shawnee.
Who's the lady in the hat? You look like Killian Murphy. Yeah, I know which one I prefer.
Crazy.
You know?
Who's the lady?
I know which one I prefer. I'd rather look like Killian Murphy than the lady in the hat. So, yeah, big up. Thank you, Gunnar Carlos. Appreciate you and good luck on winning the league as well. Anyway, big up to all of you guys. Hit the like button and subscribe. We can have 400 people in here. We're not even at 100 likes yet. This is atrocious behavior. Please hit the like button right now. Subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Let's run the likes up ASAP. Keep getting stuck in the chat. Keep letting me know your opinions. And I want to talk about Liverpool-Chelsea first before we get to the other news. Or we can just speak about Slot as well in the same section. Dean, your favorite manager has done it again. He's managed to make us even more pissed off. Talk to me, brother. What's going on?
Before I get into that, forget the good luck winning the league, Arsenal. Yeah, I'm on. If they win it, well done. Not good luck. I'm not saying no good luck to Arsenal because they piss me off as it is. The manager, everything about Arsenal is pissing me off right now. I can't turn. See you, you're far away. It's fine. I can't turn my head, and it's everything's Arsenal. It's doing my head in. But anyway, listen. I'm not even getting angry no more because I know there's not a world where this guy could be our manager next season. There's not a living place where this guy can live. You see how toxic it is. It's not even just, oh, boo him at the end of the game. They're booing his decisions. So whether the decision was right or whether the player's injured, he's getting booed for making subs. That can't go on. That's going to happen next season if he's manager. The first game of the season, he does the same sort of decisions. There's boos first game of the season. We can't. There's no way. The game was a mess. We scored after 5 minutes, and then we just gave up. Like we just let Chelsea with this whatever. I don't know what his name is. This guy who's in charge of Chelsea right now, coached our Premier League winning manager. What is this? Every manager that goes to Liverpool can coach our manager. And then Chelsea haven't outrun no one, but guess what? They turn up at Anfield and they outrun us. There is no way. There is no way he can. There's too much stuff. There's too much things happen this season for this to carry on next season. There's no way. That it's just, even in that one game, there's 2 games this season that's pissed me off. And both games we didn't even lose them. The Tottenham game and that game against Chelsea. They're the worst 2 games I've seen us. And we didn't even lose the games. It's been embarrassing all season. He brings us to new levels of embarrassment every game. And we just can't. We got to listen, our standards, I know our standards are low, but this.
Dean, for the first time ever, on Saturday, I had 5% belief that he actually might get sacked. Like, you know how I've had that belief for a while and then it went away after they said he's going to stay? Bro, like on the Chelsea game, when they're booing his substitution, respectfully, you've lost Anfield. You've lost all the home support. Like at that stage, look, I've been supporting Liverpool since 2003. I've been a Liverpool fan for a long time. I legitimately can't recall the last time a substitution was booed. I legit can't even remember it. Like I'm struggling like to remember when's the last time. Like I actually don't know factually when it was. By the way, I'm not even taking the piss. Like I really don't know. You know. And
when the last time what happened?
When's the last time a substitution got booed? What, like Paul Konchesky?
Must have been Gerrard getting taken off, I think.
No, I think you might be getting somewhere with it might have happened during Rodgers' time.
Bro, booing a
It might have
substitution
happened
for
during
me is
Rodgers' time, I
insane.
think.
You know how insane that is. The
Hmm.
thing is, and here's what irritates me, Dean. He comes out after the match, and he's speaking about next season and the future. So I'm holding on to that 5% belief that he'll get sacked. But at the same time, he's talking about being here next season and the transfers, and we're gonna look a lot better next season. Blah blah blah. So you have to understand why, from my perspective, I think the guy's gonna stay. Because why are you talking about next season for if you're gonna leave?
No, Hassan. I can talk about next year. If God's got a different plan for me, I won't be here next year. It's as simple as that. Anyone can talk about the future. The future's not. It's not written in stone. The future. End of the day, I just think he has to talk about the future, because if he doesn't, it's going to be obvious he's gone. I think he has to. He's got no choice. I reckon it's written, it's done, it's signed, it's sealed. I just think he's being what they asked him to be. Be respectable and don't let nothing out of the bag, innit? That's what I'm assuming. Well, I'm hoping anyway.
Thomas?
The game was shit, and all the problems that you've seen from August are still problems in May. We've played a full season and not addressed a single problem. If anything, we've only added more. We gave a manager 200 million quid to spend on the strikers, and yet our strikers averaged 10 touches a game. You know, it took Cody Gakpo 41 minutes to touch the ball. He didn't have his first touch of the football till the 41st minute. How can you have a successful system and team when your striker isn't touching the ball for near or a half of football? It doesn't make sense. Defensively, he watched Mark Cucurella make the same run 9 times and decided that I'm not going to do anything to address that. And he got in 9 times. And it's a miracle we didn't concede more than 1. There was no control in the game. There was no quality in the game. It says a lot that people knew what was going to happen in that game. People were walking out the ground with 10 minutes to go because they knew there was nothing that was going to change. There wasn't going to be a late goal. There wasn't going to be a moment of brilliance to save the game. The crowd in that stadium are making their opinion heard with their voices and with their feet. The ones that they're either fucking off or booing. They're either going or booing. Neither of them are very good for a football club to be going through. So then I look at what's the manager doing to, deal with this. Well, he spent the past fucking week beefing with Mohamed Salah in press conferences.
Hey guys,
where's
standards
the
are not set in the gym.
Where's the stand? Where is the standards on the pitch?
This is not good enough standards, apparently, Tom.
No,
apparently this is not good enough. He just won the Golden Boot, the Playmaker, all the individual awards. That's not good enough standards.
No, but the thing is, we've got to be careful here. We do have to be careful, by the way, because there was a degree of we're going to get Champions League now. 2 games to go. We're only 4 points clear of 6th place. We've got to play Aston Villa and Brentford. Bournemouth have to play City, who you don't know what their situation's going to be after yesterday, and Forest. Do I think Bournemouth could get 4 points in their next 2 games? Yeah, I do. When was the last time Bournemouth lost a game? Bournemouth haven't lost a game since the 3rd of fucking January. So do I think Bournemouth could get a win and a draw out their next 2 games? 100% I do. Do I think Aston Villa can get a point out their next 2 games? Well, considering I can see them beating us, then yes. So what if we finish 6th? If we finish 6th and Villa finish 4th, we don't get Champions League football, by the way. We don't even get it through like scamming it that way. So what are we doing here? What is the situation here? Are we seriously going to be talking that this man's just going to keep his job for having a worse season than what Brendan Rodgers did in 2014-15? Because if we can break it down, Brendan Rodgers in 2014-15 got Europa League football, a semi-final of the Carabao Cup, a semi-final of the FA Cup, and he didn't get past the round 16 in the Europa League. He finished third in the group and got knocked out with that. So Arne Slot has had a better Champions League campaign by about one place, the same league season, but probably worse considering that Brendan Rodgers didn't get 450 million quid to spend. Rather, he got Ricky Lambert and Fabio Borini and Balotelli to replace Luis Suarez. A worse cup campaign across both of them. He was worse in both of them. We got knocked out in the fourth round of the Carabao Cup, and we got knocked out in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. So Brendan Rodgers was better on both fronts there. So how are we going to sit here and do the same mistake over and over and over and over and over again? Rodgers should have went at the end of 14-15. They kept him on. We could do the same thing here, and it'd be insanity. It'd be doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. At the end of the day, the damage is done. As Dean said, if you keep this manager in charge next season, the moment we lose a game next season, it reverts back to type. The fans will go, we're here again. We're doing this same shit again. But it's a lot harder to stomach that when it's game week 3 and not game week 36. Right now, I'm glad there's 2 games left. I want to be done with it, and I want to start fresh. It's going to be a lot harder to be positive in that positive mindset when there's 30 games to go. And you're seeing the club make the same mistakes over and over and over again.
Just 30 minutes.
At the end of the day, the setup in this game was piss poor, as it has been a lot of the time. There's a massive problem that our team is only really good at football when a 17-year-old's on the pitch. Not really good at football when he plays.
What percentage chance do you give him at staying and leaving? Because I'm just at 5% he leaves, like small belief.
I think that the reaction on Saturday, it was bad. That was a bad thing to happen for him. But I don't think it's a case where it's
in the same game, sub and full time.
But I don't think it's a case where it swung it the other way, if you get me, where he was dead safe before and now he's really not safe. I think, like I said, it's going to come down to what happens in the last 2 games. I don't think we're going to play well in them. I'll be shocked if we won both of them. I'll be shocked if we won one of them, to be honest. But if we finish the season outside of the Champions League spots,
we won't.
We won't, though, Tom. We really won't.
So if we lose both games to Villa and Brentford, and we lose them by 2-0 both times, we just say we lose both games 2-0. That does our goal difference down to +8, and we're on 59 points. If Bournemouth win their game against Nottingham Forest by three goals and get a draw against Manchester City, they get their goal difference is the same as us.
Yeah, but Tom, you want to know why that won't happen? The guy to the left of you on your screen, the right of us. He's going to play the next 2 games, yeah, and he said he wants to leave the club in a good way in the Champions League.
Mohamed Salah can do that. The problem I've got is my manager's currently having a spat with him because of standards, and even if he does well, even if Salah comes back and is insistent on performing and getting Liverpool in the Champions League, it's not a one-man show. There's 10 other dickheads in the team who aren't up to standard. So Mohamed Salah could come back and do what he has to do. But if we've still got Gravenberch and McAllister fondling each other in the middle of the park and not closing down passing lanes, what are we going to do? I meant it exactly the way I said it there, Cal.
That's a point.
If we've got 2 fullbacks who don't know what lane to cover, it's irrelevant what he does. The only thing that I found a bit of enjoyment out of on Saturday was how shit we were down the right-hand side without Salah, because I was told he was the cancer that was killing our defence on the right-hand side. That's the most open I've seen us all season, and he wasn't even in the squad. So maybe, just maybe, it's not Mohamed Salah's fault that we concede goals. We've conceded, is it 76 goals this season? Is it 76?
Yeah, 76, yeah.
I think it's mid to high 70s now. We're talking 76 goals conceded in a season. What are we doing here? But why are we still having these conversations right now? And don't even get me started on some of the fucking donkeys we bought. Jeremy Frimpong. Fuck me. It's so good. Jeremy Frimpong, I think you're fantastic on LFC YouTube. I think you're a funny lad. I think behind training, you're fantastic. I do not want to see you at right back or right wing, so I don't know where I want to see you. You should be on panel shows like this. You'd be great on YouTube like this with us.
Wow.
I'm sure you'd be fantastic there. But I'm talking.
Jeremy, I'll send you the link if you're watching.
Nah,
right
don't
back.
do that.
Cal, as a right back, we're talking about someone who nearly gave away a penalty. He should have gave away a penalty in the game. We should have lost the game because Frimpong should have gave away a penalty on João Pedro. And he only played about 5 minutes at right back. So that's fantastic. In 5 minutes, he should have gave away a penalty. And for the whole game, he played 85 minutes as a right winger. Did he complete one successful cross? Did he beat his man more than once? Did he link up well? I saw him have the wettest shot I've ever seen. 6 overhit crosses, 2 underhit crosses, and beat his man once. So what are you doing on the pitch if you're not defensively good enough to be a right back and not good enough attacking-wise to be a right winger? What's the point? We spent 35 million quid on someone to play a position that doesn't exist. So what are we doing?
You've been waiting to say it, Tom.
Yes.
Yeah. So, all right, hear me out. I'm not someone who rates Frimpong that highly. I kind of didn't want us to sign him in the summer either because I didn't understand the situation. But given that he's just come to the club and this has possibly been the worst season pound for pound we've ever had in our lifetimes, I do think he deserves one more season.
He's going to get one more season.
What you're saying is not wrong, Tom, about his ability and all that. But if we're going to judge all the other players and say, you know what, Slot's not helped anyone, Frimpong's not a right winger. A peak Andy Robertson at left wing would look horrendous, even in a clock team, because he's not a left winger. Yes, he would, Tom.
No, he wouldn't.
And as a left winger, Tom,
he fucking played as a left winger most of the time. Look at how advanced he was on the pitch.
No, Tom, he didn't. Mane played as a left winger. He'd look
Mane was narrow.
The thing is, what the left winger was asked to do in that system, so he wouldn't have been able to do it.
But you mentioned the other signings. You mentioned the other signings this season. Outside of Alexander Isak, who has been fucked for the entire season because we bought him too late in the window, and then we've never got him up to speed, and he broke his fucking leg. I understand Jeremy Frimpong's had some injuries, by the way. I'm not going to, ignore that fact. But I've seen positive signs from Kerkez. I've seen positive signs from Wirtz. I've seen positive signs from Ekitike. I've seen positive signs from Mamardashvili. I've even seen positive signs from Leone. He didn't even play a full game. I've seen positive signs from
Mamardashvili.
We lose against Chelsea if Mamardashvili's not in goal.
Gosh, I hate that guy.
We lose against Everton if Mamardashvili's not in goal. So I've seen positive signs from all the other signings except for Isak and except for Frimpong.
I knew you were going to be on smoke today when I saw you in all black, Tom, but I didn't think you'd be on smoke like this. Firstly, you're being disingenuous saying Frimpong hasn't had any moments this season. When he came on against Spurs, he was very dangerous and helped us get the second goal. When we played, if I'm not mistaken, it was Wolves at home. He dribbled past about 3 players and got the assist.
Crystal Palace at Wembley.
Crystal Palace at Wembley. I was at that game. It was very good. The Atletico Madrid game early on in the season. Again, I'm not sitting there saying that Frimpong's been great. I'm not even sitting there saying that Frimpong should be a starter for Liverpool. But to say he's done nothing this season is unfair and disingenuous. Marseille away in the Champions League, if I'm not mistaken, he played right wing in that game. Helped us to get a goal or two.
Salah played right wing in that game. He came off the bench.
Okay, Salah when he came off the bench, wasn't he directly involved in one of the goals as well? So to say you've not seen anything positive out of him this season, I think is unfair. Has there been enough positivity from him? No. But at the same time, why are we playing him at right wing when he's a right back or right wing back?
Because he's not a right back though. He's not a right back.
Okay, but let's judge him at right back then. Let's judge him at right back for more than a few games then, Tom. And then because a couple of months ago, before the turn of the year, people were like, Kerkez is done. Kerkez is dead. We shouldn't even be playing this guy. Now, everyone's kind of come around and gone, you know what? We're seeing something in Kerkez that he could kick on next season. Again, I'm not saying Frimpong is the be-all and end-all. I think Frimpong should be a backup right back. The problem is we have 2 of those. The issue I have is in my opinion, it's unfair to just write him off like this and not even give him a chance next season.
He's going to get a game. He's going to get I did not think of the same with Luis Diaz. I said that Luis Diaz frustrated the life out of me, but I accepted he was a good footballer at times. Frimpong has not given me anything like that this season on the wing. My problem with him is I don't see where he's effective as a footballer, because for a fullback, you need to be strong defensively. When Frimpong isn't quicker than the winger, I've not seen him handle anyone well. I've not seen him handle many players well that can match him for pace. And that's a lot of wingers in the Premier League. And technically, I think he's incredibly flawed as a footballer, which is why we are better when we play a central midfielder in his position over him. Because you get technical security there. He's unlucky in the basis that he's got the least technical centre-back next to him. Kerkez it benefits in the sense that Van Dijk is better on the ball, so he can do a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of build-up. That I'll agree with. But Jeremy Frimpong, receiving from deep, receiving in the right-back position, operating in his own half, it's not good. No, it's not comfortable. There's a reason why, Cal, we are sitting here talking about we need to figure out what we're going to do with right back next season. If I'm going to, Cal, let me ask you this. Let's say we buy a right back next season. We buy a right back in the summer, whoever you want, Palestra, whoever it is that you fancy and think that's the right back that solves the problems.
Pause. I don't fancy anyone, but cool. Go on.
We'll see.
and for this argument's sake, Conor Bradley is fit. First game, I know he won't be, but for this argument's sake, imagine Conor Bradley is fit. Where in the pecking order for right back is Jeremy Frimpong for you?
He'd be the utility right player.
So he's third. He's third in terms of, because Bradley's not a utility one, so it'll be the new signing, Bradley, and then Frimpong.
Yeah, effectively. The reason why I would say Frimpong and Bradley kind of on the same level is if the first choice right back isn't available and we're playing like a team with a low block, then I'm more likely to go with Frimpong. If we're playing a team that's more likely to attack down that side, I'm going with Bradley. But ultimately, I think Bradley's a better fullback than Frimpong.
Right, okay, perfect. You said it better than I could. So let's move on to right wing then. Because unless Xabi Alonso comes in, we're not playing with a wing back. So, right wing, I'm assuming we are going to buy at least one right winger next season. At least one. And I imagine Ngamoa is going to also be used on the right as a backup to get minutes, because I assume two wingers are going to come in. Gakpo is still going to be used on the wings at points, and Rio will be there. So if we're saying there's going to be two wingers that come in, which two wingers should I say? Should I say Diamande and Barcola? Because everyone sort of wants them. Or would you rather I say Barcola and someone cheaper, like
Barcola and Akliouche?
Barcola and Akliouche, perfect. So both of them can play on the right, and Ngamoa can play on the right as well. Where does Frimpong sit in the pecking order then at right wing?
Oh, way down.
So we spent 35 million quid on someone who is fourth choice right wing and third choice right back.
I don't think it'd be fourth choice right wing. It'd be second or third choice right wing. I'm not saying what I want.
Barcola come in, they're on the right. I'd rather Ngamoa operates on the right.
Wait, Barcola's off the left.
Barcola can play on the right though. If we can't play Akliouche for a reason, I'd rather go Rio and Barcola.
If we play Barcola on the right, we need to end the club.
Fantastic. Okay, so I'd rather do the other way then. Rio can go on the right. My point here, Cal, is I can see the long term. I can see the long term plan with Kerkez. I think it's a bit rough because he's not great, but I can see the long term plan with him. I can see the long term plan with Wirtz. I can see the long term plan with Isak. I can see the long term plan with Ekitike. These guys, when fit, are going to be the focal point in their positions for this team for the next 5 years. Where is that for Frimpong?
I don't know, Tom. I don't think we're going to get three right. So I don't think we're going to get three wingers though. So effectively,
I don't think. I agree. I think that Frimpong is ultimately going to end up spending most of next season as a winger. He'll be the backup winger on the right.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a backup right back and a backup right winger next season. Which I don't want that to be the case, but I'm saying I think that will be the case.
I just think it's so unbelievably poor that we've got to this point.
Of course,
it's so unbelievably poor.
I was saying this stuff in the summer, and you weren't really hearing it, Tom. I'm not going to lie, bro.
I was drunk all summer.
There's a Jamaican saying.
Factor that in.
there's a Jamaican saying, if you're here, you must feel. And you hear, I said this stuff.
But by the way,
some
Calzino's just reminded me, by the way,
you
all slagged me off about Evan Gesson. He could be the first player.
No, it says who don't hear must feel. That's the saying.
No, if you're not here, you must feel. That's how the saying goes.
Bro, I speak fluent patois.
Where is it?
Oh, good. What?
I said patoy.
But by the way, Calzino 4 makes a fantastic point about the things you slandered me over in the summer. Evan Gesson, I recommended in the summer. I think he's a winner. You know, Evan Gesson could be the first player in football history to win 2 European trophies in a season.
Sam, you've got the power to mute him, bro.
He could be the first player to win 2 European trophies
Sam,
in the same
you
season.
have the power to mute him, bro.
Palace and Aston Villa. We're talking about
on?
a special there. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Hassan,
have you ever seen the film? Have you seen the film about the Air Jordans with
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Bro.
Was that Cal?
Cal, you're right, bro.
Cal, you good. Cal just collapsed. The chair just gave up on Cal. What the hell? Cal, you all right, mate?
Hi.
So
Chair just collapsed.
I'm all right. Do you know, I'd rather watch that than listen to Tom talk about Evan Gesson. Yeah, run it, man. I'd actually prefer it.
No, but the real thing is, yeah, we've watched this manager. He doesn't know how to use his fullbacks. All season we've seen inverting. We've seen that. I want to see Frimpong just play right back or wing back if a new manager comes in, because we've had the same problem on the left hand side. We haven't had a right back all season. He's played midfielders there. Obviously, when you got a midfielder at right back, obviously they can do the inverting role better because they're more better technically. But he's not. Listen, I'm pissed off with Frimpong as well. I'm pissed off. I want to see more from him. I see him against Crystal Palace first game of the season. He looked alright. I see him against Atletico. He looked alright when he was playing with Mo. But other than that, I haven't seen nothing from him yet. But he's been injured for most of the season, and you've seen what the manager's done. So I'm willing to give him not all the other players, because I think all of the players have been crap, except from Kirkes. I've seen hope with Kirkes and maybe Ekitike. I want to see a different manager with these players. We can't write them off. We spent big money on these players, but
you remember what you said on the Friday show? Remember how many touches? Guess how many touches Isak got?
What was it? Last game, was it 7 or something crazy?
7.
I know, bro. I know. That's what I'm saying. I need to see different tactics. I need to see.
And you know, 4 of them were in that moment where he decided to, like, remember when he got the ball and he like took 4 touches in a row?
Yeah.
4 of them were in the same moment. Imagine.
Here's the killer though, Dean. What you just said there, him playing with Salah. When he's played with Salah, he's looked okay. How many times has he actually played when he's been the right back and Salah's been right wing this season?
Twice I've only seen. I think only twice. I don't know if that's a rule, but I can only remember twice. And Salah's not here next season. So
he did it against Wolves in the league. And I remember doing it against Wolves in the league because it was horrendous.
What, Wolves in the league? Was that?
Yeah, but
we won that game. Didn't
no,
he
we lost 2-1.
No, we lost.
Oh, you talk about away. I thought you talk about the home game.
Yeah. Because I'm just going off the ones I remember him doing it in. They do it against Fulham. He did it against Fulham, to be fair. PSG, it didn't happen. Brighton, Salah didn't play that one. Galatasaray, yeah, but that was a different system altogether. Tottenham, Salah didn't start Tottenham, did he? Frimpong started that one.
No, Frimpong came off the bench, didn't he?
No, I thought Salah.
Sorry, are you home or away, Tom? You talk about home or away games?
Home. I'm going back. I'm going backwards through the season. So it was the 1-1 with Tottenham. Yeah, Frimpong starts on the right, and Sabasai was right back. And
no, but Tom, my point is this year. We've got new players.
Why are we having an existential Frimpong debate? Like he's the problem.
Because he's not the problem. He's not the problem, but
he's one of the problems.
I've seen him play right back in a more stable environment, like when we played against Atletico, when we played against Crystal Palace, when it hasn't gone to the shits yet, and he don't even look bad, bro.
That wasn't stable,
can I give you what I like?
I mean, we conceded 2
what I consider like Frimpong. I think Frimpong is like Timo Kyle Walker.
That's just nowhere near what he is. That's nowhere near what he is.
Kyle Walker's final ball was lacking. He was very pacey. You know, he's just
Kyle
very
Walker had more
wrong.
defensive quality in his left testicle than Frimpong has.
He's nothing like Kyle Walker, bro. Kyle
You
Walker
cannot
like
act like
6
Kyle
foot
Walker
one
had
and built
that.
like a
Could you play Jeremy Frimpong as a centre back? Because Kyle Walker could. Kyle Walker played centre back for half the season for Man City.
The only comparison
I
they have
couldn't
is
play
pace.
Frimpong at centre back. If you go look at Frimpong at Leverkusen, Frimpong at Leverkusen was kept as far away from the defence when they had the ball as possible. When Bayer Leverkusen had the ball, Jeremy Frimpong was told to go stand on the far right and ghost in at the back post. Jeremy Frimpong scored a fair few goals for Leverkusen. If you go watch them all, he's arriving late at the back post, not unmarked, because teams aren't expecting the right wing back to be there. But when you look at when we're building up out the back, or when Leverkusen were building up out the back, Jeremy Frimpong was not involved in that. And you look at us, and when we're trying to do it, Frimpong's involved all the time in it, and he's just so uncomfortable. Maybe it's a case of, you figure Frimpong out and he blossoms and then I look like a dickhead. Could very well happen. I'd almost want that to happen. But the fact of the matter is, right here, right now, I've seen nothing to suggest that next year is going to be this improvement from either the manager or the player. And that's my worry.
Can I ask
That's
a
my
question
worry.
then? If we have Frimpong, hear me out before everyone crashes out, especially you, Dean.
Me.
If we've
I've
got Kirkes and we've got Frimpong, and we're saying we don't think they're going anywhere, and we're losing wingers, would it not be for at least half a season to a season just to try and stop the bleeding a little bit? Wouldn't it be better to play a wing-back system then?
With who in charge?
Xabi, ideally not Slot. Anyone but Slot. Iraola, Xabi Alonso, someone else. Nagelsmann.
The belief is you're going to buy wingers this summer, so it's a moot point.
But here's the thing. Let's say, because we're going to have 5 centre-backs going into the season as we believe, right? So let's say it's Konate, Virgil, and then someone else on the left wing-back side, left centre-back. Then you got Kirkes and Frimpong as a wing-backs.
Mm-hmm.
You got your 2 midfielders in the pivot, and then you've got Wirtz, and then another 10/wide player, and then you got your striker. Wouldn't that effectively get the best out of some of the signings in the short term? I'm not saying this should be the long-term thing going forward, but in the short term, just to stop the bleeding, just to take some of the pressure off the summer window as well, in terms of having to get 2 or 3 or 4
I don't know,
wingers.
Cal. I think you're asking an awful lot there from players that don't have the technical quality to do it. Because what you're doing there is you're effectively telling Kirkes and Frimpong you have to be the wingers. And I don't think neither of them are good enough technically to be the wingers, because that's how a wing back works. You've got to be up there.
We've seen wing backs who aren't the most technical. We've also seen Frimpong at wing back at Leverkusen, and he was very good there.
He didn't play that typical wing back role.
No, but you don't have to play the typical wing back role, because if you've got 3 centre backs and then Kirkes can tuck in as well, I think it could work. Not to mention, Virgil's getting older now. The more protection you have around Virgil, the less work he has to do. The reason he's going to have more time. Virgil will have more time on the ball as well, because you have 3 centre backs. So if we're playing against a front 3, it's only going to be one person potentially going up against Virgil. I've backed Virgil to deal with that situation. Plus, it takes some of the onus away from the midfield.
I don't see it, Cal. Just with Kate, if you're telling me I'm getting the wing backs that we used to have, I'm on board with it, because those guys could handle the wide areas. Trent and Robbo in their heyday could handle the wide areas on their own. I'd feel comfortable with them out there. I do not feel comfortable that we're going to get the necessary creativity from wide if it's Frimpong and Kirkes. The reason Frimpong worked so well at Leverkusen was partly because of who he had at left wing back. Grimaldo was one of the most technical wing backs you could imagine. He would invert into midfield at times. Could you imagine if we tried inverting Kirkes at points this season? It doesn't work. He's not comfortable there. So you've got 2 guys that want to go there, but they're not great one-on-one there.
It doesn't mean we have to do it the same way, though, Tom. I'm not saying I want this to be our long-term solution, but I'm saying in the short term, maybe the short to mid-term, from maybe the next 6-7 months, I think it could help us in a lot of ways. Like I personally think we should have gone back 3 earlier in the season, but that's obviously been and gone now.
I'll be honest, Cal. It just sounds like you're changing the formation to incorporate wing backs, and I don't think are good enough in wing back.
No, I'm doing it also to protect us from the whole winger situation because I don't think we have enough quality wingers either.
And I think you've got to go and buy the wingers, though, Cal. You've got to go and buy the wingers.
I think you get the best out of Wirtz in this situation as well, potentially.
Potentially, but you're needing to buy a lot of things and move a lot of things around for that to happen.
I don't think we do.
I still think you can get the best out of it in a back four.
I don't think you do need to buy a lot for the back three. I think you need to buy more if you're staying 4-2-3-1.
You need to buy a left-footed centre back because you can't play a back three with three right footers.
Unless on a free. And again, even that's with Tom. Rudiger played a left centre back for Chelsea and was one of the best centre backs in the league when he left.
Yeah, and that was a much more defensive setup with different wing backs.
No, but I'm saying you have to have a left-footed centre back there. Obviously,
okay. But if we're going to play Kerkez and Frimpong in the way that you think they should play, we're going to need a left-footed centre back because the centre backs have to do the progression. The reason why it was different.
Mark Gahey for Palace played as the left centre back.
Yes, and they had 30%. They had like 38% possession.
No, but my point is, everyone told me from the beginning of the season, Mark Gahey's the guy on the ball. So, and he was playing left centre.
In a back four, he can play on the left 100%. In a back three, where you're operating wider in a possession-dominant team, you need the left-footed guy there because the angles are better.
Okay, so let's say we get Senesi on a freedom, which we have been linked to.
Yeah, I'll accept that. Who are you getting to be the other 10? You just said you need another 10.
Bro, that's the board to deal with, isn't it? Dare I say, Akliouche could do that role.
So we're buying a winger to shove him in the 10.
Well, Akliouche can do 10 and right wing. He actually can do that.
If you're gonna buy it, he can. I'm sure he can do. He seems like he seems like a guy like Cherky based on the stats. Not skillful like him, but had the similar roles what Cherky had at Lyon. So the guy that starts on the right and drifts inside, sure he could do it. But then again, why would I not just buy him and play him on the right in his natural area and buy a left winger to hold the width on the left than trying to change a system?
Because I'm trying to stop the bleeding. I'm saying I think we've got so much to do in the summer. If we stick with the 4-2-3-1, I think we're in more trouble than if we go to a back three for a short period of time. Hear me out, just so real quick. Shout out to William Bates in the chat who says Cal wants us to go to an even more negative defensive with Slot. Firstly, I don't want us to keep Slot. If I'm not mistaken, Xabi Alonso won the league with Leverkusen playing a back three. That was not a defensive setup. This notion that because you played a back three, you ultimately go defensive, it's the mindset of the manager. Pep Guardiola's played a back three of Man City in 17-18, and they were Centurions, if I'm not mistaken. Tottenham, at their best, were playing a back three sometimes with Davinson Sanchez, Vertonghen, and Toby Alderweireld. Playing a back three doesn't automatically say, "Oh, you become more defensive." Yep. It's the manager's mindset. We play a 4-2-3. We play a 4-2-3-1, and we got dominated by Chelsea at the weekend. It's not just the formation that dictates the mentality of the team. It is how the manager sets up to play. Playing a 3 at the back or 4 at the back, you can be as gung-ho or as defensive as you want, depending on the manager. The formation doesn't stipulate how you play. It's the manager and their perspective on the game.
Yeah,
we have to.
One of the best pressing teams in the world this season's been Porto. They play a 5-4-1 defensively. They defend in a 5-4-1. You have to leave the narrow-minded view set of if you set up in a back five, you have to stick with the back five the whole time. That's not the case. We could build up in a back five the same way Manchester City build up in a 4, in the same way Bayern build up. You can do that from a back five. It's just about your rotations and stuff. My whole thing though is
the problem is with the back five thing is you would need as well like 2 more centre backs.
No, you have the depth for centre back already. You just need the left footed. You have 5. You need 6.
No, you don't. Who's the depth? Van Dijk, Konate, Gomez.
So if you the depth we've got is Van Dijk, Konate, Gomez, Leone, and Jackie. So that's 5.
So then you probably need 1 more for.
And you need a left-footed guy to go on the left and start.
We need one more. Here's the thing: we need another defender. Full stop. We already need one.
You do realize we're not getting one.
Okay, hold that thought because I want to move on and talk about Liverpool's future. Big up to all of you guys locked in. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Like I said, by the end of the stream, the code for MHF 15 is going to expire, and then we go back to the 8%. So go get yourself a shirt, please. Appreciate you all. Love you all. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Go follow me on the Instagram as well. Don6 on the Instagram. You get me? We're cooking over there. So, yeah, big up to you guys. And appreciate you guys always. Big up to Hawkatelli who says, Tom, how was your date last week?
That's all you're getting.
Wow. You really gave him $2 worth of a response there. Just show them the thumbs up. Okay.
I'm not telling you the intimate details.
How much you got to pay? How much he has to pay to know details?
Tom mashing
Fucking
works
nothing.
or something. I see.
Nothing.
How much he has to pay Tom to know details?
He's not getting them.
Oh, wow. Klopp out on the terrace and rage me, though. No hate.
I was right just 12 months in advance.
Stop it.
You weren't.
Stop it.
I was. I said he looked tired.
Tom, just take the L, bro. Just take the L on that one.
But Tom asked for Klopp to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said he looked tired and midway through 22.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't say you looked tired. You didn't.
No,
I did. I said he looked tired and I wanted to leave. I was like,
you said, Jurgen, mate, I think it's time to go.
Yeah. The problem is that clip ignores all the context. So I'm sure Hassan's finding that clip now to play it now. So I've got. You can hear the clip where it happens.
Tom, you never mentioned about him being tired, bro. From what I remember.
It misses context, mate. It misses context.
Well, even if he was tired, so what? So I'm tired. So it doesn't matter. We're running back if you're tired or not. Who's not tired? Come on, man. What are we dealing with?
I'll be honest with you, Tom. It went from Klopp being tired to the whole fan base is tired now.
Mm-hmm.
Big up to Akia who says WD, and this was when he did the Arsenal thing. Yeah, but Habibi, I don't feel the same way about Arsenal. You get me? I hate Man City.
You're over there. That's why you don't.
But why can't I hate Man City?
Because who is Man City, bruv? Where are Man City fans? Where are they? I don't interact with. I don't know one Man City fan. That's fine. I'm alright with that. That's the.
Oh, that's fine. When they robbed us of the league title on 92 points, that's fine.
Bruv, that's the
is this fine as well? Is this fine as well?
Bruv, it's the referee.
You know, we could have won the league if this penalty was given. We would have went to 8 points.
Yeah, but Sam, I could do the same thing. That same season from the Doku one, Martin Odegaard played basketball in the box when we should have had a penalty. So why should I not hate Arsenal for that? The season that we got 98 points and didn't win the 97 points and didn't win the league, we got a goal wrongly ruled out for offside at the Emirates against Arsenal and they drew that game. So should I be angry at Arsenal for that? Should I hate Arsenal for that?
Hate them if you want. I don't.
It's just the double standards. That's all.
I'm not stopping you. I'm not stopping you from hating Arsenal, but me personally, Man City are just a fake plastic institution who I can't stand, who won the lottery 15 years ago, and they think that they're the shit.
100%.
I hate them.
So use that as your argument and not
exactly
things that I can bring up for
No,
Arsenal.
but it's the combination of all of these things. You guys
problem.
just do the whole Arsenal fans are annoying. I don't care if they're annoying.
No, you want me to be brutally honest with Sam. The reason I don't want Arsenal to win these
I find Arteta annoying as well.
I don't like Arteta because he used to play for Everton. I think he's a twat, but that's by the by. My big thing though is I don't want, selfishly as a Liverpool fan, I don't want Arsenal to get a league title during Pep's time at City because it only strengthens our titles.
By the way, Hassam, you're
the
going to
only
change your
team that
mind.
could beat Pep's City to a title. That
How does
strengthens us.
strengthen our title?
Do you know what?
We're the only team that could beat them to a title.
Tell him, Tom.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real, Hassam. You're like this now, and I get it. When they actually win the league and you see the change up and how certain things they start saying, your opinion will change. They're gonna start comparing Arteta to Klopp. I hope you're ready for that.
You're gonna say Arteta's better than Klopp.
No, but
That's
Klopp,
what I'm hearing already.
here's the thing: Klopp already won the argument because he, in a shorter period, he won the Prem and the Champs within 4
Sam,
years.
you're not hearing. You're not hearing it.
The argument
They're
is
not
done
hearing it.
already.
They won't
I'm
listen
not
to
hearing
it.
You're
Don't
not hearing
listen
what
to
we're
that
saying.
reason.
We don't think Arteta's better than Klopp, but that's all we're gonna hear. If they go and do the league
What
and
the
Champions
fuck
League
is
double,
that photo, by the way?
that's insane.
That's crazy. I just noticed. I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize.
No.
To be honest, let me read it quickly so I can get it off the screen.
No.
To be honest, preseason Frimpong looked really good. Big up to Bharat who says, Cal, by your logic, it's not letting me click it.
Oh, right, that one.
Actually, not letting me
That
click it.
one.
This is dark.
Is Bharat super chat on the screen?
No.
Oh my god, bro. It's
If you
actually
screenshot-
here, huh?
If this gets screenshot, Hassam, and I see this in a video from you and Vel, we're
Callum,
going to war.
listen.
We're actually going to war.
Listen, you hear it?
No.
I don't.
I'm literally clicking the mouse here.
He's clicking off screen. He's clicking off screen.
Yeah, he's just not bringing it. So bring
He
one of the
took-
other
he
ones then.
He took the mouse
Oh,
out.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
There it is.
all right.
Finally.
You definitely sent it to someone. 100% you sent it to
Finally.
someone.
100%.
I didn't send it to anyone, bro.
I know how this game works. That's cool. I get it.
Cal, by your logic, Frimpong, Maka deserves another season too. Frimpong ain't him. Never seen someone who can't pass or cross. Sunday League tackers. For someone who glazes tacker as much as you, Frimpong ain't got none.
Has Maka still got legs?
That's not, you cannot.
That's all Frimpong has, though.
You cannot
but
reverse,
has Maka got
reverse
legs?
something he didn't say. He's talking about technique.
No, because you're saying that why am I not giving Maka another chance? I've seen Maka here and he's been our worst performing midfielder this season, one of our worst performing players full stop this season. He's having a decline from a physical standpoint. He's going to a World Cup, so he's not going to get a rest. He's not going to get a proper pre-season. And he's going into the last 2 years of his contract, and I wouldn't give him a new contract either. So, Goda, you tell me a reason why he should be staying based off what I've just said then. Unless you want him to go into the last year of his contract and then no one buys him and then we lose him on a free.
I'm with you, Cal, for once.
No.
I'm definitely there. I'm there.
I'm asking the questions.
I'm there.
If I'm going to be asked questions, I think I deserve to ask questions back.
I'm with you.
I'm with Cal. That's the right thing.
Goda,
Maka probably shouldn't be here next year.
He assisted Gravenberch. One good pass. Again, I'm not saying Frimpong sick. Not once have you guys heard me say Frimpong sick should be a starter or anything. I'm saying he should, by virtue, in my opinion, get one more season to prove himself under a bit more stability. I'm going to ask you, Goda, name me 3 outstanding games McAllister's had this season. Because he's played way more minutes than Frimpong and been a guaranteed start for most parts of the season when he's been available. So, Goda, if you can name me 3 outstanding games, in fact, if you can name me 3 games 8 out of 10, then go for it. Keep the same energy, all bad performance this season. When have I not kept the same energy? I said I wanted Salah dropped. When Ekatike took off his shirt and swapped it with Shirky, I said I wanted him in trouble for that. I wanted Gakpo dropped. McAllister I wanted dropped. I wanted Jones. I wanted Gravenberch dropped. I wanted Virgil dropped. Konate dropped. Once again, Goda.
My logic for the Gravenberch McAllister
wait,
thing
sorry.
is very simple.
Goda, you watch Coppish all the time. Name me a time or name me a player I've not held accountable this season if you can. I guess Maka's one of your favorites. Sorry, this one's hit you a bit more than the others I'm taking.
Yeah, but listen, it's okay to have favorites in the team. My thing is like with this.
I'm fine having favorites, but then be objective with it, innit? I have
No,
favorites
I
in
am
the team.
objective. I think
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Goda. I'm objective.
I know.
Team,
I think
but be objective.
McAllister has been shit. I don't think he's been good at all this season. I don't. My logic for moving forward with the 2 players that we always argue about is I can hide lack of athleticism. I can't hide like lack of technique. That's just an objective take in football in general because we've seen
You can hide
non-athletic
both.
players do well.
You can actually hide both depending on the system. You can hide both.
No, but
just
it's
wish
one
I
is
just
easier
had
to hide. Like you
But
can
we
hide
like
someone's lack of
Maka's got this
athleticism.
superb technique. Maka hasn't got-
But we have an issue as well, and I'm actually being dead serious about this. If we want to go all out technique and sign Wharton, then Gravenberch will
No, but
stick.
that's not all out technique, though. It's not. We're not going all out
Listen to
technique.
the
We're
argument
buying a
first.
technical midfielder.
Gravenberch will stick out like a sore thumb. By the way, I hope you guys are ready for this.
The entire
If
midfield
we-
sticks out like sore thumbs now. They're
Yeah,
all
that's not-
shit now.
That's not the point. I'm saying, let's say we get 2 wingers and our striker is Isak, and we play Soboslai, Wharton, and Wirtz in the midfield, or whoever, right? If you include Gravenberch as a part of like that front 6, he will stick out because of his poor technique. Like people will point it out every game.
anything, I'll be honest with Sam. If anything, getting Wharton alongside Gravenberch probably helps him more because he doesn't have to pass the ball then.
Genuine
Right
question,
now,
Sam.
right now, when Curtis Jones isn't in the midfield, the build-up is spread between 3 players who are all uncomfortable in different ways. You
And
get
my
Wharton
thing is,
in.
Gravenberg can't be part of the build-up. Very simple.
Genuine question, Hassam.
Is he shit
Out of
at
10,
passing?
But he
Let's
won't be if
acknowledge
you
it.
get Wharton in.
Hassam, out of 10, what would you rate McAllister's technical ability out of 10?
8, 8.5.
That's where we that's where we disagree.
No, man. Eight's crazy.
8.
That's too much, man. That's too much, man. Where we going?
For me, technical ability when it comes to midfielders is all about passing, your ability to pass forward, your ability to play, play out of the press, your long ball ability. I think technically I have zero
Who's a 9 out of 10 in technical ability then for you?
out of midfielders in the world.
Yeah. Just like so.
I'll probably
so I can figure
say
out the benchmark.
Joao Neves is a 9.
Do you think Joao Neves is only slightly better technically than McAllister?
Yeah. The 10s for me is like Vitinha, Pedri, Fabian
Okay.
Ruiz.
What about like Fabian Ruiz?
10. That's a 10 out of 10.
10. Okay. What about Declan Rice?
Pedri, 10.
No. Where's Declan Rice there? You're saying Declan Rice is
In
an
the
8?
technical argument.
Yeah, technical argument. for Declan Rice.
6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Bernardo Silva?
I'll probably say 9. 9 or
Rodri?
10. 9 or 10.
Caicedo?
5.
I just don't think that McAllister is that much better technically than some of these guys.
You rate him really
Yeah, but
high.
I'm just you guys keep doing this whole you rate McAllister, bro. As a passer, he's good. Like, let's acknowledge what someone's good at and what he's shit at. At the end of the day, I don't have a problem with McAllister's passing. I have a problem with his lack of athleticism and people running by him. That's
No, but
it.
you said for technical ability. What are your criteria for technical ability?
My criteria for technical ability when it comes to midfielders is their passing ability. No, like number one most important thing. All the other stuff comes later. Passing ability is the most.
So, what are the
important.
3 types of passes you categorize them? What are the passes?
Short passes, long passes, the ability to play through the lines, the ability to make through balls, like
See,
all these things.
I think his through balls are very good. His long passing, I think, is average at best. I think passing through the
Average,
lines
okay.
is average at best, and his short passing is good.
Yeah, his short passes are very good.
No, but that's what
Here's
I'm
my
saying.
problem with
Ooh,
Gravenberg.
maybe not very
His
good.
long passes are non-existent. His short passes are crap. His through balls are crap.
His short
Your short passing is crap. Come on, Hassan, man. Come on.
Okay, guys. Gravenberg passes the ball 3 yards to the left incredibly well. None of his passes are crisp. You guys know what I'm saying. When someone is a good passer, he passes it in a way where it lands at the other guy's feet, and it's like 100%. No issue with it. I don't see that with a thing. But I don't want to even have the debate again. A real manager would have coached Frimpong into his position because Slot isn't a coach. Frimpong is lost. Remember what Jurgen did with new players? You know what a real coach would do? Any real coach with brain cells, which Slot doesn't have, would realize that his right winger is a bit slower than before and a bit falling off physically. He would play him with Frimpong more.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. Him and Frimpong actually had good combination play with each other. Salah and Frimpong at the start of the season, because Frimpong would make overlapping runs, Salah would find him, and then Slot kept starting Bradley and asking Bradley to invert. What are you doing? Slot. I think Slot actually fully lacks brain cells. Before his 100th injury, Frimpong didn't look bad defensively. That's another thing. I'll be honest with you. I just think no one cares. Even Tom mentioned it about McAllister in the post-match reaction. Bro, McAllister fought for like 10 minutes and then he realized, yeah, fuck this. No one else is fighting.
Yeah, it's like when you got an old dog and you have like that little burst of energy again, like right before they die.
Like, he
that was,
fought
that,
for
that,
like
that
10
was what the
minutes
first
and
10
then,
minutes
like,
second half with McAllister was like, him running around, jumping into tackles. I will be honest though, Hassam, I've just pulled up the numbers that I wanted to see. I've just compared McAllister and Gravenberch this season per 90, or all the stats adjusted for it. Gravenberch has been a better passer than McAllister this season.
Statistics don't matter to me when it comes to this.
So you don't care about the fact that Ryan Gravenberch plays 5% more forward passes than McAllister?
Declan Rice passing accuracy was the second highest in the entirety of the league last season. It was 90.2%. If you're going to consider Declan Rice to be a good passer because of his passing accuracy, then
was Roy Keane a good? Hold on. Was Roy Keane a good passer of the ball, Hassam?
He was before my time, Grandpa.
Don't try it. He wasn't that before your time. You've seen Roy Keane play. Don't try it.
I started watching football in 2003. He left like a year later.
Dean, was Roy Keane a good passer of the ball?
Yeah, man, it's clean.
Was he flashy? Did he do anything crazy?
No, nothing flashy. Kept it simple.
Also, that was different era
Accurate.
of football.
It was effective.
They are saying Declan Rice should win Ballon d'Or. Yeah, but why do you guys act like City fans aren't even more annoying? City fans are saying Bernardo Silva's better than Gerrard. Like, like
I don't know any City fan personally outside of Nobbins, and Nobbins has never said that. So I don't care.
I don't know any City fan in real life or Arsenal fan in real life.
No, but you do shows with them, so I can imagine that Hamza or whoever is
Hamza's more annoying than all the Arsenal fans put together.
I don't have that in my life. I know more Arsenal fans personally than I do City fans. So why?
That's what I'm saying.
Day by day, more like K-Mac, or am I tripping?
Someone gets long hair and all of a sudden they just look like the other person with long hair. Well done.
And they're both scouts as well.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
Have they ever been spotted on the same
scouts,
stream with each other? That's the $1 million question.
Yes, plenty of times.
Have they ever been spotted in the same place together?
Yeah.
Tom, have you actually ever streamed with Tom Little with the K-Mac?
Yes, a number of times.
When?
I think they've both been on Coppish at the same
No,
time.
no, outside terrace. Where have you streamed?
I think K-Mac was on my channel at one point.
No, you never brought K-Mac and Tom on Coppish at the same time.
I think they have been on Coppish at the same time briefly. I think in the beginning of the season. I think they
briefly.
have been.
Also, Hassan, I've been on with K-Mac on your channel.
No.
Yes.
You've never done the Friday night show.
There's been times where I've crashed it and jumped on.
Oh yeah, that is true. This season you did crash it once. This is true. From Salah versus Van Dijk to Gravenberch versus McAllister. End the season, please. Oh God. Some will say I won both debates. Some will say I lost both debates. This is the beauty of football. You know,
hold on, Sam, can I ask you a question? So if you had to
Yes.
choose one to stay next season, which one would you choose? McAllister or
McAllister all day.
You wouldn't. You can't.
I would.
Dean, we've been going back and forth about.
I just thought it's a debate, but let's get real now.
No, it's not a debate. The guy can't pass, bro. He cannot pass.
Did you see McAllister won 1 duel out of 9 on the weekend?
Great.
One.
That has nothing to do with passing.
No, but
He's
still, you need to
that's my point, Sam. All right.
There are other games where McAllister wins more duels and you guys don't say nothing.
McAllister's got better passing than Gravenberch.
Sunderland away.
Gravenberch is more press resistant. He's better dribbling.
He's not more press resistant. Press resistant and Gravenberch in the same sentence.
Gravenberch is more press resistance.
Allow it.
Come on, Sam.
100% he is.
He is.
Guys, Gravenberch, you know what Gravenberch is good at? Tackling and dropping the shoulder and dribbling. That's it. He's like a He's like
he also reads the game better. His interceptions are better. He's better in the air.
What are we doing here?
He's been better in the final third this season. There's a reason he's got 6
better in the
goals.
final
got one aspect, two aspects of the game actually that are better than Gravenberch, and that is passing and goal scoring, and even goal scoring. I think McAllister's been outscored by Gravenberch this season.
Great.
Yeah, Gravenberch's got 6 goals this season. McAllister's got like 4.
McAllister's okay, fair enough. McAllister has been good for us for longer. Gravenberch's had a good 6 months at Liverpool.
He's been here longer, so of course he's probably going to be.
No, they've actually joined the same summer, buddy. Nice try though.
All right, cool. But who's played more football then?
McAllister.
Bro, I don't care. Gravenberch has had 6 good months at Liverpool, and you guys are like fighting for him like he's done anything at this football club.
No, because you're being biased.
You know the difference between me and you is I'd happily sell both of them tomorrow. You don't think the same way. I'd happily sell both tomorrow. If it were up to me, I'd send both out there tomorrow. My logic is very simple. And you know what I'm saying is right as well, but you just want to argue. It's easier. I'm not saying you can't. It's easier to hide lack of athleticism than it is to hide lack of passing.
No, it's not.
That's it.
Not nowadays.
How is that a crazy thing?
What, in the Premiership?
How many teams in the world? How many teams in the world have a player in their midfield that isn't athletic? How many? Fabian Ruiz is not athletic. Bernardo Silva is not athletic.
Bernardo Silva is athletic.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna act like Fabian Ruiz is pace and power. Bro, allow it, Callum.
No, because you go to the extremes with it. You go to the extremes.
All 3 of you guys. If we're gonna claim Fabian Ruiz is athletic, then we truly don't watch Liga. Please stop it. Please stop it. Fabian Ruiz is less athletic than McAllister, by the way. I hope you know
he's not.
Yes, he is, and he's slower than him as well, and he turns slower than him as well. You guys just don't watch La Liga. You
I don't know
don't.
what to say. I don't know what to
Frankie
say.
De Jong is not athletic. You know how many non-athletic players I can mention in elite teams? Now name one midfielder that can't pass on an elite team. Go on. Thank you. Now let's move on.
Call
To
it
acting
you.
like Mac-
What's it?
You're acting like Mac is this great pass with the ball.
You're acting like he's a metronome. He's
You're
not great
changing
at
the argument. You're changing the argument. I said it's easier to hide lack of athleticism than someone who can't pass.
But the difference is, Sam. The difference is, I'm going to use
I've
your word.
named
I'm going to
three
use your
examples.
words.
Give me one.
I'm going to
Give me
use your
one
words right now,
elite
Hassam.
player.
Hassam.
Give me one player in an elite team that can't pass in a midfield. Go on.
Right, Hassam. Let me ask you a question first. You said
No, I'm not going to
before.
answer until you answer. You answer, and then I'll answer anything you want.
I thought
a
you said
midfielder that
Declan
can't
Rice
pass.
can't pass. I thought Declan Rice can't
Yeah,
pass.
Declan Rice. He can't pass, can he?
Declan Rice is Pirlo compared to Gravenberg.
No, he's not.
Allow it, man.
So I've
Really?
answered the question. I've answered the question.
Oh, really?
So now, Hassam.
Declan Rice is not
Hassam.
Pirlo compared to Gravenberg.
No, he's not.
One second, Callum. What were your aspects of passing again? Remind us.
My fucking
Short, mid, and long and through balls.
Who's better at mid passing, Rice or Gravenberg?
They're about the same, Hassam.
Mm-hmm.
Who's better at long passing?
Again, probably about the same.
Okay, Khalas, we're just being disingenuous then.
How am I being-
Rice is better at corners if you want that one.
Rice is better at set pieces. He's a better crosser. He's better long passes. He's better mid passes.
Why the fuck does crossing matter for a DM?
Hold on. When did we start speaking? You told me the
Rice
things
is
I
not a
care
DM
about.
at Arsenal.
No, Sam, stop.
Mendy's the DM.
You said I only care about passing when it comes to midfield technique. You never mentioned crossing and set pieces and all that, but you are
Crossing is
mentioning it
passing.
now. Brother, you never mentioned Dean. Did he mention crossing or pass or
Bro,
or-
long ball for me, cross tomato, and same shit.
No, it's not.
No,
bro.
it's not the same thing at all.
Oh, brother,
We're arguing technical terms. That's how I know I got you all in this
I'm trying to
debate.
stop you from
That's how I know I
embarrassing
got you
yourself
all
here.
this debate because everyone's arguing technical terms instead of
Sam,
actual
I'm trying
argument.
to save you here. Crossing,
Gravenberg and Rice, passing wise, if they did 100 passes, like of the type of stuff that you're saying, Rice would succeed in 90% more than Gravenberg.
bro, you are comparing crossing to long range passing. What are we doing here? They are two extremely
crossing
different
and
technical abilities.
guys, Callum got me there. Crossing and long balls is different. Rice is better at both than Gravenberg.
So I've just pulled up the stats this season. Ryan Gravenberch has been a better progressive passer, has had a higher passing
No one gives
accuracy,
a fuck
and has
about
created
stats.
more via passing.
No one gives
You
a
don't
fuck
care
about
'cause he
stats
doesn't see
because
your narrative
Rice
in the
could be
stats.
making.
Okay, I just have one question for
further up
Hassam.
the pitch
I just have one question for Hassam based on his idea of technical midfielders.
That, by the way, they couldn't name one player.
We did, but you didn't like it. So let me ask you this question, Hassam. You said that Fabian Ruiz is less athletic than McAllister.
He is.
Or I'd say that should we at least acknowledge that they're similar? The similar athleticism. Similar athleticism. Who said only said Frankie De Jong and Bernardo Silva.
Yeah,
By
they're
your
not
own
together.
admission, all of those guys were 10 out of 10 technical. If you're 10 out of 10 technical,
course,
you can get
yeah,
away
yeah.
with not being athletic. You said McAllister's 8 out of 10 technical. So let me ask
Correct.
you a question. Which 8 out of 10 technical midfielders are as athletic as McAllister? In a top team?
8 out of 10 I can't think of. But the overall point is I can hide someone's lack of athleticism, but I can't hide someone's lack of passing. Let's assume that we bring in a Wharton.
No. Because
No, that was the basis of the argument.
No,
Don't
because
change my argument.
it changes them because you're saying the only way you can hide it is if we are talking about an elite of the elite 10 out of 10 technical footballer.
No, that's not what I said at all.
So is there a 9 out of 10? Is there a 9 out of 10 that has the athleticism?
I
of
don't think
McAllister?
Frankie De Jong is 9 out of 10.
You don't think Frankie
I
De
don't
Jong?
think Frankie De Jong is 10 out of 10. Sorry, I think he's
You don't think
probably
Frankie
a
De
9
Jong
out
is a
of
10 out of 10 technical footballer?
No, I don't think he's 10 out of 10. I think he's 9 out of 10. Frankie De Jong is not as technical as
You think
Pedri
he's
and
only
Pedro.
slightly better than McAllister technically.
Mm-hmm. And you think athletically they're the same?
By the way, just so you guys know, you know our problem as Liverpool fans, we're very humble. We're a very humble fan base. So we don't even prop our players like that. If McAllister played in PSG, he'd be getting like Ballon d'Or shouts. Oh my God! Look at all the stuff he's doing. Oh my God! The passing McAllister doing on the pitch is crazy. But because he plays for us, we have to undermine everything he does.
I've watched him. I have watched him.
If you want to show that you're objective, when I'm talking about Gravenberg, who's a player I don't rate, I say He's very good defensively, and he's very good at dribbling. I acknowledge the shit that he's good at. What we're not going to do is sit up here and act like McAllister is not good technically and can't pass the football. If I put Alexis McAllister in a good team, like a Barcelona, like a team in La Liga, like a team in the French league, PSG, shit like this, the guy would look superior.
Start for them. That's the point. He doesn't start for them. He does not start.
Hold on.
But Gravenberch doesn't either.
No, but Hassam, can you take
Gravenberch at PSG would be the water boy.
No,
I've not suggested that he would.
Hassam, can you take a midfielder out of Arsenal right now? Put McAllister in there. Would Arsenal still be top?
Yes.
McAllister and that's it. Oh my.
I think Arsenal. Bro, Arsenal. This is the problem. We're all acting like we didn't watch last season. Arsenal are an athletic defensive side. By definition, if they had someone like you want to know proof? Lewis Skelly came on for 3 games in a row instead of Zubimendi, and their team looks better like that.
Skelly's way better than McAllister.
Lewis Skelly's making the passes. Let me answer. Lewis Skelly has been doing the stuff that Zubimendi hasn't done for the last 2 months, which is progressive passing through the lines, which even Callum admitted.
Athleticism. Let me ask you a genuine question.
They don't need an athletic midfielder, Arsenal. They have an athletic team.
Based on passing, as you like to say, is the technical barometer for midfielders. Who's better technically, Harvey Elliott or McAllister?
That's actually a good question. Though.
That's not a question I can answer because Elliott is a winger.
Harvey Elliott has not played on the wing.
He makes is different than the one McAllister makes. Like
Harvey Elliott has never had to collect consistently for 3
Harvey Elliott
years.
has never had to collect the ball in front of a defense and pass.
Yes, he has. Yeah, yes, he fucking has. He played centre mid in the Klopp last season.
Oh yeah, how did that go, Tom?
Fucking, he was fine.
You're such a liar. That's why you're smiling. Stop it.
What do you mean?
I remember when you asked for the Elliott Carvalho midfield. Stop it. Don't
that wasn't Klopp's last season, though, was it? So that's a moot point. Again, moot point. I'm saying in Klopp's last season, Harvey Elliott played in right central midfield a lot when Szoboszlai wasn't fit. And Harvey Elliott had no problems in those games. Harvey Elliott played midfield an awful lot for Klopp, and he never had problems in those games.
That's a complete rechanging of history.
That's a complete brilliance. Fantastic.
Everyone who wanted Harvey Elliott to stay at Liverpool wanted him to remain as the backup right winger or a backup 10. No one ever said midfielder.
Yes, because we didn't play with 8s
no one
anymore.
ever looked at Elliott as a...
We didn't play with... Why would I ask him to be a backup 8 when we don't play with 8s?
This is hard work, Hassan. You're making this hard work.
Nothing I'm saying is hard work. You just can't have a response to it.
Hold on, I just want to get this.
Anyway, McAllister will leave in the summer, and we're going to be stuck with Gravenberch next season. So when we got Wharton and we got a technical team, and Gravenberch is running into opposition players and passing it to the opposition, we'll revisit this conversation. But don't tell me I'm jarring next season when I remind you of these convos week in, week out. Don't say, Hussam, you're jarring. I can't work with you anymore. Why do you say this Gravenberch stuff week in, week out? Yeah, because I warned you and you didn't listen. He's on 280 grand a week. He can't pass for shit. And next season, just like he did away at PSG, when he's running on the counter-attack and he's got wingers next to him and he passes it to the opposition, let's revisit this conversation about how great technically Gravenberch is.
Fantastic. So, Hussam, I just want to understand the benchmark in the Liverpool team for technical. What's Szoboszlai technically? What's Curtis Jones technically?
Bro, why are you watching my channel? You cuss me everywhere and then you come here and you write comments like we're cool, bro. Get fucked. Go ahead.
So what's Szoboszlai technically and what's Curtis Jones technically and what's Gravenberch technically? Because I can't remember the number you gave him if you gave him one. So if McAllister's an 8 technically,
Szoboszlai technically is a 7, I'd say.
Right. Curtis Jones?
8.
And Gravenberch?
5, 4. Caicedo level for me.
Oh, but hold on. How are we hiding McAllister next season then? How are we going to hide him? Because that's what I need to know. If
we're buying Wharton, we can't hide him.
No, I agree with Tom, by the way. If we buy Wharton, we can't hide McAllister. I agree with Tom.
Hold on. Do you think Wharton's better than McAllister technically?
Yes, 100%. I think Wharton is a 9. I think
a 9.
Yeah, Wharton is like Frankie de Jong for me, but he doesn't have a sexy name. That's it.
He is not a 9 technically.
Technically, he is. He's an elite passer, bro.
Hassam, passing is not the only aspect of being a midfielder technically, bro. Receiving the ball under pressure. That is
Wharton
technique.
received
Your
the ball
first
well.
touch. Your passing. Can you pass it around the corner? 1-2s. Bro, this whole passing narrative.
Yeah, Wharton
is-
does all this though.
What? Oh, allow it, Hassan,
Nine.
man. What are we doing
Wharton's
here?
a 9.
What does Wharton not
A 9
do?
out of 10 for technique for Wharton.
Yeah,
bro.
I think
Hold on.
Wharton is like
Brother,
Frankie de
I
Jong
rate
level.
Wharton. He's not a 9 technically. What are we doing here?
He is to me.
McAllister's on 8 technically.
He is
Hold
to
on,
me.
hold on. What's a 9? What's a 9 in real life?
I can't
Sam, 9's been, you know, a 9 in the whole history of football. Yeah, you're
No,
saying.
no, history of football. Now you've changed the debate.
Oh no, it's a 9. A 9's a 9, isn't it? That's why, as far as I'm concerned, 9's one less than 10.
Like when you
10's
say
perfect.
history of football, you have to mention Pirlo and Xavi and Iniesta. That's different.
These are 9s. Why
Then
was-
if we are bringing up Pirlo and shit, then Pedri and Frankie de Jong and all these players can't even lace their boots. But we're talking
why are
about
we
current-
saying Wharton's a 9 though? Why can't we just say, all right, it's all right, 6?
comparative to the players in world football, though.
No, but
I've already
bring down
said
the level.
The Fabian Ruizes and the Vitinas and the Pedris are a
They're
10 out
not
of 10
9s
level.
and 10s. They're
Like
not
you,
10.
and Bernardo Silva, you know, they're that level. For me, Frankie de Jong, I'll probably say like the tier below the 9 out of 10s. I would personally include Wharton in that. I think Wharton is very good technically, like incredible technically, bro.
He loses the ball a lot, you know. You got to realize that when you get him, he loses the ball a lot. I'm telling you that now. Watch him. He loses the ball a lot.
McAllister,
McAllister's 8.
Sobol,
I didn't say 9.
These lot are 7s at best. They're 7s at best.
McAllister's not at 8.
So you
7s at
lean back
best.
over 1 score out of 10.
Yes, because yes, I am Hassan, because it doesn't make sense what you're
Just
saying.
I think
Okay,
McAllister's
guys.
a 6 or
He's not
5.
8, he's
That is
7.
mad.
Hold on. I said 7 at best. At best. Who's technically better at him and Genie Wijnaldum then?
Say that again.
Technically better, Genie Wijnaldum or McAllister?
McAllister.
Yeah, allow it.
Gini Wijnaldum forward passing is lacking. We know this.
Okay.
Through balls. But Gini Wijnaldum keeps the ball better and shields the ball better, I'd say as well.
I'll be honest with Sam. I especially this season, I don't know what sort of through balls you're seeing from McAllister or these.
I've
Yeah,
seen
but,
him
no,
run.
but this season, nothing's working, Tom. What the fuck through balls you want to see? What through balls have you seen from Florian Wirtz? Forget McAllister. Yeah, there you are. Thank you for your silence.
No, but we're basing.
Thank you.
You gave fucking 2 seconds to respond.
Fucking
I've seen a
Wirtz is
few
not
from
playing
it.
through balls. You want me to
We're
put it
basic
to-
Mate has been playing
Yeah.
through balls. We just missed the fucking chances.
Oh, really? Name the
Yes.
through balls. Go on. Name the
What,
chances.
would you like the one where he played a back heel through ball to Mohamed Salah against Chelsea?
Against Chelsea when? At Stamford Bridge?
Yeah. Or the one in the derby.
Game week 3.
Or
Great.
Hold on,
it wasn't
hold
game
on.
week 3. Or the one
Oh, so
in the
when did
derby.
McAllister, So when did McAllister play a through ball? When was the last time he played one then?
I never said that. That's Tom's question, not mine.
So can you answer? Because Tom just answered your one. Can you answer mine?
I can continue to
from game week
continue
4.
to answer your one, by the way, if you want,
So
Hassan.
can you give me one then, Hassan?
McAllister is capable of doing it, but we haven't.
I never
put
said
in
if
the
he's
team.
capable or not.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's
Hold
not
on.
my logic.
I'm
Callum.
capable of playing the through ball.
I don't get Callum's
Don't
point.
you-
You're using
Hold on.
Tom's logic against me.
Hassan, can you name me a time when McAllister? Because I can name you one.
No,
Can you
because I
name it?
can't recall off the top of my head any of
Okay,
them.
cool.
Yeah, the reason why I brought up Wirtz is because the number 10 himself is not getting a chance to play through balls because he's a dumbass manager.
He's not getting the chance to play them consistently, but he's still playing them. Fucking hell, he played a perfect
Okay,
one.
and
He played,
he hasn't
he,
done
he
it
played
consistently.
2 perfect ones in the derby that Gakpo fucked up both times. I haven't seen McAllister play one.
If I go
notion,
back and watch the games, I can find McAllister through balls, of course, but I just can't recall them. from the
this
top of my
notion
head.
that McAllister is this great
Just
deep
can't
lying
recall.
playmaker, it's not. It's not
Also,
true.
by the way, Florian Wirtz this whole season has 5 big chances created. Let's not act like he's out here
But that's not
destroying
through
the
balls. That's not through balls, though.
league. Whatever it
Nasty
is,
big
he only
chance
has
created.
5 big chances.
You asked me for through balls. You can play through balls
That's not
on
the
big
point,
chances.
Tom.
created.
He only has 5 big chances created.
You know,
so it's not
Hassan,
like
you
he's-
keep on saying next season if we sell McAllister and we start with Gravenberch and this, that, and then you're going to say, I told you so. What happens if Gravenberch and has a good season next season and McAllister?
Yeah, what if Gravenberch just
We'll give him
focuses on the
credit.
defensive side of his game?
We'll give him
What
credit.
are you going to what happens then? What are you going to say then?
We'll give him credit. I have no problem.
No, what are you going to say about McAllister? If McAllister goes somewhere and is dead, what are you going to say then?
I'm not gonna follow McAllister to another league.
Oh, cool.
I hated on Nunes. Did I follow him to the Saudi fucking league? I don't care.
Yeah.
When you leave
Yeah.
Liverpool, I don't care, bro.
Okay.
You said, will I give credit to Gravenberch? Yes, but that doesn't mean I follow McAllister and check how he's playing at another club. That doesn't concern me.
Remember you saying this, because then if McAllister goes somewhere and then has a good season or starts playing well, I don't want to hear you say anything then.
No, but if he kills it, that's different. Because that proves
Because
my
it suits
point.
your narrative.
Yeah, because it proves my point.
So yeah, it does. It suits your narrative. That's why.
It literally proves my point. But I'm not going to go and watch him at another club.
So it suits your narrative if he plays well, but if he doesn't play well,
Of course, because that's my argument.
Hold on, Hassam. So Liverpool, let's just say.
By the way, we could be talking about Liverpool's future, chat. They're the one that want to have an
We
existential.
are talking. This is Liverpool's future that we're talking
Not
about.
me.
So
yeah, we could be talking about Barcola, Alisson leaving
Yeah.
to Juve. Well,
Mhm.
forget all this. They want to talk
Yeah.
about McAllister and
Yeah.
Gravenberch for a 500th
Too right.
time.
Too right.
Yeah.
So
It's like away in PSG. Gravenberch running, counter attack. First to
Yeah.
his left, Ekitike to his right. He passes
what
to
did
the PSG
McAllister
player.
do? What did
McAllister
McAllister
What
did
do?
a
fuck all that
player
game as well.
Gravenberch is, honestly.
All
That's
McAllister did was nearly get sent off because he was too slow.
That's more
McAllister
than
got
Gravenberch.
dealt with by
McAllister
Mainu and Casemiro, bro. What are we doing here?
That's more than Gravenberch did.
He was
So-
hiding. He was hiding.
So-
Oh yeah,
so-
Callum, because Gravenberch looked fantastic away at Old Trafford.
But
Didn't he? He looked
McAllister was the
great.
reason we conceded 2 goals
He was
directly.
great.
He goals.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
are we
he was
doing
good.
here?
So Hassam, if we get Adam Wharton next season, Adam Wharton comes in, and you've got to set up midfield next season. What's his partnership looking like? Who are you putting alongside Wharton?
Alongside Wharton, Soboslai all day.
Okay, and then we've got an injury at right back. Conor Bradley's not fit. Soboslai's got to go play right back for the game.
Yes.
Who were you picking out, McAllister or Gravenberch to partner Wharton?
Tom, is there a lot of earwax in your ears today or what? Did I
I'm
not
just
say
asking-
an hour ago that Wharton and McAllister can't be in the same midfield? So what are you bullshitting
But you've
about?
insisted that Gravenberch and Wharton can't be in the same midfield, so I'm just trying to understand.
I never said that, dumbass. I said McAllister and Wharton can't be in the
Right,
same
okay.
midfield. Don't change
So-
my words.
So you think Gravenberch can work in midfield alongside Wharton?
I never said he can't work. I'm saying he will stick out like a sore thumb.
So
If
what's
we're
his
gonna do the
argument
whole,
about
you need to understand something. If we do the whole technique thing and we turn into this technical side, by definition, everyone's acting like I'm saying something crazy. Nothing I'm saying is crazy, by the way. By definition, we can't have a DM that can't pass in an all-out technique side. You know what's that called? Manuel Ugarte at PSG. You want to know what Enrique did? He sold him.
But then could you not say it's also what Casemiro was at Real Madrid? He
No.
was in a technical team.
Real Madrid are a different side. Don't compare them to PSG. Real
But-
Madrid,
but you-
Real
but you
Madrid
ran
play
about-
football.
You
No,
ran
no,
about
no,
a
no. Real
technical
Madrid,
team.
Habibi, in that era, play football in moments. Real Madrid do not have that type of PSG style. Don't act like Real Madrid was playing possession
But-
football and shit.
But we're
Allow
saying
it.
they did that. Casemiro, Modric, Kroos won a fucking Champions League 4 years ago. Football hasn't suddenly in 4 years.
Didn't they win it 3 years in a row?
Yeah.
Yes.
The idea that
They
you can't
play
the idea
PSG style, and they weren't all out technique.
was
Which is
Fernandinho all this technique guy when he was in the midfield with David
No.
Silva and De Bruyne.
No.
So it can work. You can't have 2 technical midfielders and a guy who's more focused on the defensive side of the game alongside them, and it works in a technical.
Are you,
team.
Tom? Do you have hearing issues? Did I not say Wharton and McAllister can't work in the same midfield 5 times?
I'm not on about McAllister. I'm on about
Yeah,
the
I
point
said
of-
Gravenberch can work with him, but I said he'll stick out like a sore thumb.
So
What's
did
the difference?
Fernandinho stick out like a sore thumb?
Say that again.
Did Fernandinho stick out like a sore thumb in that Man City?
I mean,
team?
he's lower technically than the rest of them, but
so did
City-
he stick out like a
but-
sore
but
thumb
the
when he
thing
was
that
sitting
you
go,
need to keep
oh
in
my god,
mind
they
is-
can't do anything.
But I'm answering the question. The thing you need to keep in mind is we don't have a Kevin De Bruyne. We don't have a Bernardo Silva. We don't have a Riyad Mahrez, because obviously Salah's gone now. We don't have players of that caliber either. Like,
So
that's the thing, keep
You're,
that
you're
in
on about
mind
a
as well.
technical team. You
by the way, they
had
had a whole what's it called? They even had Ederson in net. Like, remember they had
Yeah.
what's his name? They had John Stones. They had passing center backs as well and everything.
We have passing centre backs. We have a technical 10.
You've called out
We have-
Konate's passing all season long, so unless you're going to change your mind,
Where did I say Konate is a passing centre back? I said we have a passing
great,
centre back. Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk can do the passing. You can go and buy. Are we now going to sit there and say who played left back for Man City that season? Was it fucking Fabian Delph?
Wasn't it Zinchenko? I swear.
17-18, I think it was Delph. I think Zinchenko was the year after. So, well, I'm just sitting here looking at it going, sure, If you put Wharton and Gravenberch in a pivot next to each other and continue to give the ball to Gravenberch in that situation, he's going to stick out like a sore thumb. But the whole point of buying Adam Wharton is that the ball is going to be given to him at the start of the move. If I'm putting Gravenberch alongside Adam Wharton and telling him you don't have to do the progression, you don't have to do the build-up, you just have to do the defensive work, which you're good at, and sometimes you get to go forward and be in advanced state, which, as you've shown this season, you're good at. It's when you have to operate deep and play make from deep that you're not great. So if I buy someone to go alongside him and cover it up, why would he stand out like a sore thumb? Because I'm not going to ask him to do the same things that made him stand out like a sore thumb. It just doesn't make sense.
Go, yeah.
Big up, Dean. Big up. Thank you for joining, man. Big up. Appreciate you, brother. Guys, FamZone TV is actually, I didn't put it in the description. I'm gonna put it in the description now. My bad. I'm gonna put it in the description now. Go subscribe to FamZone TV chat. That's the link to Dean's channel. Big up to you, Dean, man. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Oh no. Okay. Anyway, Cal, Alisson's leaving in the summer. Your thoughts, please. Let me just 1 second. Let me get you off screen. Back on. Go on.
Bad move, but it all depends on a few things, in my opinion. We're not going to extend Alisson's contract, and then if we're saying to him next season we're going to try and be more of a rotational team with the two goalkeepers, and he says, "Look, I just want to be playing football. I want to be the number one." It's hard to sell him on a project to stay at Liverpool when he could pretty much go most other places in Europe and be a guaranteed starter. I think him leaving is a massive mistake by the club. But I also don't think Mamardashvili is as bad as people are making out. But Mamardashvili isn't Alisson. In the grand scheme of things, losing Robbo, Salah, Alisson, potentially Jones all in one summer, I think is detrimental to the locker room. And it's going to take us a long time to recover. So all in all, I think it's a bad thing to do. But it might be out of our hands a little bit, if I'm going to be honest, especially if this manager stays.
Look, you shouldn't be losing a goalkeeper like that. In reality, I think that there's been problems. There's probably been problems, similar problems to what Salah's had, what Robertson's had, what Curtis has had to lead to this point. You know, it's never a good look to see so many leadership group guys depart in the same summer, especially when more than half of them were under contract still. It doesn't paint a good picture of the football club. I'm fine with Mamardashvili. I think that what we had this year with Alisson and Mamardashvili, you're not going to be able to do that again next year. You can't buy a 40 million quid keeper next year and have two running off the bench. I think that ultimately it'll probably end up being like a Yaros who makes a step up and becomes a number two after his loan at Ajax. That's what's going to happen. It's either that.
Well, Yaros has got Yaros isn't a bad goalkeeper, by the way. He's got an ACL. He has an ACL injury at the moment.
Guys, are we screwed for next season? Like on a real? Are we actually?
Yeah, we are.
I mean, no.
What was Callum cooking when he said next season is a write-off? What was he cooking? Maybe we should have listened. Next season really is a write-off.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say if it's going to be a write-off or not. It's hard to say if it's going to be a write-off or not.
It's actually a write-off, bro.
I'll be real with you. Since August, I've been saying a lot of things and I've been getting ridiculed and cussed off a lot. And a lot of things I've said have actually happened.
I don't think you can automatically assume next season's going to be a write-off. I think that right now the signs aren't promising, but if the club go out in the summer and nail the transfer business and most importantly change the manager, then it's an entirely different conversation, isn't it? There are ways and means. We shouldn't be as far off as we are now. The standard of Liverpool, this team, isn't 5th place, 4th place. It is a team that should be right up there for challenging for the title. So if you're addressing the problem areas in the summer, which is getting a good, reliable, deep build-up guy, you're getting 2 good wingers, you're getting a combative midfielder in there to do a lot of the defensive work.
But other teams are going to strengthen as well. And this is where I think This is where I think there's been an arrogance. I include myself in this as well. We keep on saying we're too good to be fifth. We're too good to be fifth. When you actually look at the squad in the personnel, and I didn't think this would be the case. I thought Slot would actually have some guile about him this season, but he clearly doesn't. When I look at fullbacks, where does our right backs, where do they rank in the Premier League? Are they even top?
I'm not going to talk about Frimpong. He's all right, but Bradley went fifth.
He's not top 5.
I mean, I'll be honest, I've never really thought of Premier League right back. Who are the right backs? You've got Nunes for City. You've got Timber for Arsenal. Timber's better. Villa have got who? Matty Cash.
Is Conor Bradley better than Ben White?
No.
I'm being a little bit biased with Conor, but I think Conor Bradley when fit is better than Ben White.
Is he better than Coyote from Brentford?
Probably not Coyote.
Yeah,
no,
I think he's better than Coyote.
Is he better? I don't think he's better than Jed Spence.
I think he's better than Jed Spence.
Is he better than Porro?
Porro, no.
Is he better than Olaena?
Slightly better. I think he's better than Olaena.
He's not better than Olaena when Olaena is fit. He's not better than Reece James.
He's not better than Reece James, no.
Yeah, he's definitely not better than Reece James.
So he's not top 5, and we all think that he's a better fullback.
By the way, I think City will sign Livramento, just so you guys know as well.
Livramento is better than Conor Bradley.
I'd say argument-wise, Bradley we're talking 10th to 15th in the league.
When we were winning,
he's got the ceiling to get a lot higher.
When we were winning leagues under Klopp, so when we won the league under Klopp and winning Champions League and we're competing every season, did we have any player in our starting 11 that wasn't top 5 in the Prem in their position? Top 10 at worst. The answer is no. The answer is no.
I'm trying to remember the centre mids because that's the only position it could be.
So the answer is no.
Wijnaldum wasn't top 5.
Yeah, but Cal, the one thing I will say,
top 10. At worst,
Henderson wasn't top 5 either.
Yeah.
So Cal, the better comparison is going to be last season's squad rather than a squad from 7 years ago that is a generational type squad.
Okay, well, Trent is better than both our right backs.
Yep.
Robbo and Kirkes, cool. We haven't seen the best.
I think Kirkes, this comes from a big Robbo guy. I think Kirkes is better than Robertson was last season.
Fair enough. Luis Diaz and Gakpo. I mean, we found the answer to that one pretty consistently.
Yeah. But then it's not a comparison between these squads for who's better. It's about the quality. I'm doing it on the basis of who's top 10. So last year, Luis Diaz, should we say he was the false 9 or the winger? Which one would you rather get pushed into? Just for the
argument. Yeah, I say it, both. He'll be better.
If we use him for the striker position, just because he was quite good up there. As a striker last season, Luis Diaz in the Premier League, was he top 5?
Last season, yeah.
We're talking Haaland was better than him because Haaland is just better. Isak was better than him.
Yeah. He was top 5 last season, so he was.
I'm going through.
Chris Wood was very good last season.
Yeah, so Chris Wood. Havertz was injured last year. No, I'm going through. I'm not saying Havertz. I'm going through the squad,
bro.
I'm going through the squad. I never said he was
bro, are you saying I'm a dictator because I'm Arab?
No, I'm saying, bro, my mum. You got me in trouble.
Oh no, my bad. Sorry, Miss Sanderson. He's not actually racist. I apologize. Or just joking around. He's never said anything racist. He's never called me Osama.
Did Cal get a message?
No, I got in trouble from my mum because she thought I was actually saying these things to Sam off camera.
Tell Tom the story. He doesn't.
I had to show my mum the WhatsApp group to show my mum.
Tell Tom the story. Tell Tom the story.
Yeah, she was like, because one of my family members watches, and he was like to her, "Oh, you should really watch Cal, and he does some good stuff over there." She happened to watch one of our shows, and she was like, Callum, like, I've got a bones pick with you. I was like, oh, what's that? And she's like, why are you making jokes about Muslims and Arabs? And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, you said to your friend that he's a camel rider or sandy or something like that. And I was like, Mum, no, I didn't. She's like, so why is he saying that? I was like, Mum, because he's just messing about. She's like, I know there's football banter and stuff, but you shouldn't be saying stuff like that even off camera. I was like, Mum, I'm not saying stuff like that. I just showed her WhatsApp.
You're a terrible person, Hassan. You are a terrible person, Hassan.
What was she like? Really, really disappointed when she spoke to
Bro,
you?
I told you, like some of my closest friends are Muslim. Like, we take that stuff seriously. Like, even that's what I'm saying. Even though I'm not Muslim, like I will, like if one of my friends is abused, like I'm riding out for my friends because like I've grown up with a lot of Muslims and I do have a lot of respect for the religion. So like my mum's the same. Like a lot of her friends are Muslim and
it just makes it really strange why you'd say all this stuff on my golf stream then.
Yeah. You sound like Tom when he says I have a lot of black friends.
Oh, here we go.
I can't be racist. I'm dating an African. That's what Tom says.
So yeah.
Oh God. We're at the stage now where like
all right, Tom, I'll change the question then. Alisson, I would still say he's top 3 goalkeeper in the Premier League.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right back, Conor Bradley and Frimpong aren't. Konate,
top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, no chance.
Konate, I'd say is top 5 when he's on.
When he's on it. Yeah.
Virgil, I still say Virgil's top 2, top 3 when he's on.
Mm-hmm.
Kirkes, I may go top 5 in the Prem for left back.
Who we saying as left back?
If we're going on the premise everyone's fit, Nori I think has to be in the conversation.
I think Kirkes is better than Nori, but that's a personal thing.
I think they're different players, but I think Nori's got to be in the conversation. There's others, so I'd say top 5. Midfield, I'm gonna be real. Apart from Sobozlai, them lot aren't in top 5.
What for DM? It depends.
For DM, none of them are in the top 10 for DM.
What, you don't think Gravenberch is a top 10 DM in the league? I think he's had a bad season, but you're telling me that there's 10 better DMs in the Premier League.
Never been a DM. The moment he got figured out last season, that was him done. It's not a coincidence. He's not a DM. He's not a defensive midfielder.
I'm just trying to. So, who we get put ahead of him then?
We only have one DM at the club, and his name is Endo. And I horror to think that anyone would put him in top 10.
Yeah.
Wingers.
No.
Salah's
still up there.
Salah's an anomaly because we've seen him do it for so many years, and he's had a bad season.
Callum said Madueke is better. Never forget.
I said he's had a better season.
Yeah, which you're still wrong on both counts. But
cool. You said Virgil was dead, and
when did I say Virgil was dead? Show me.
You said he's had a crap season and been crap this year, and you think Virgil should be sold?
If it were up to me, I would sell Salah and Virgil. Yeah.
Okay, so you do think Virgil should be sold? Cool.
No, I didn't say he's dead though. That's
I mean, if you're selling him, you think he's dead. Gakpo. No. I mean, if you guys think Gakpo, I mean, Tom, you said Gakpo is the best left winger going into the season.
No, but that's more of an indictment on the state.
Alan just got the machine gun out and he's shooting at everyone.
I will still stand by.
You agreeing with him, Sam? You were saying he's in the conversation.
No, I said Diaz should stay.
I will still stand by that going into this season, based on the year he had beforehand and the dross quality of left wingers in the Premier League, Gakpo was the best one.
Cool. Based on the year before that, Anthony Gordon's the best one then.
Yeah. Well, no, because Diaz was still there. So I'd always pick Diaz.
He had a better season than Diaz that season.
No, Anthony Gordon had a good season the season before him, but I still think Diaz was a better winger.
Ultimately, we have players in the team that if they all work together, we can get a tune out of them, but individually, we are lacking. Big time. I don't want to compare some of our players to European level. Oh, that's really.
So again, a lot of it's going to come down though to how they fit in the team. So there's guys that you're going to put above some of the players now that I think benefit from being in a well-oiled team at the minute. That if you took them out and put them in a broken system like ours, they'd look just as bad as some of ours. I do think that some of our players are still at a good, that they're still good footballers. They're still at a good level. And this year, I'm not going to rewrite an awful lot about them. I don't want to do much about McAllister. The fact is, though, he's
good's not enough. Good's not enough, Tom. We're Liverpool. Good's not enough. Good is good for back.
I'm underwhelming then. If I'm looking at the team And I'm
For
going
backup, good is great. For backup players, good is throw me good players for the backup.
So Cal,
For starting 11 for
Cal,
winning leagues and Champions League.
how many
and he's
guys?
great.
How many guys in the club right now do you think could realistically start for a title-winning team?
How many people in our squad right now?
Yep.
Alisson.
Yep.
Virgil.
Yep.
Kirkes maybe.
Canate?
Not with the season he's had now.
Okay. Soboslai?
Yeah, Sobo, that's it.
So no to Wirtz. Wirtz couldn't start the title team.
What are we judging this on? We judging them based on their ability and what they've proven over the years?
More ability, because I think that it's hard.
I
It's a little bit hard to judge guys on this season.
Shall I tell you why I can't put
terms of-
Wirtz in that conversation?
Mhm.
Because I haven't seen him do it in the Premier. Isak and Salah I can put in that conversation.
Right.
If you're writing off just this season. Because I've seen them doing it.
So you wouldn't? Would you say Ekatike is a good enough starting striker for the title-winning team potentially?
What over Haaland and them boys?
No. I'm not saying he goes into City and replace him, but I'm saying could you see a team win a title with Ekatike up top?
Potentially. I don't know if it would be this version of Ekatike.
It's not one of the ones where if I went, could you see a team win a title with Endo at DM? It's a no. They're going to struggle massively. But
Yeah, they're going
like
to win a title with Jokeras up top, bro.
So you could see it with, for me, you can see it with Ekatike.
We cussed Jokeres all season. The goal difference between Jokeres and Ekatike ain't been that drastic. I'm not going to lie.
Yes, and one's been in a good team and one's been in a shit team.
So my point being, and Arsenal's team don't play towards their striker either. So again,
and we do.
I never said we didn't, but I'm just saying if we're gonna cuss Jokeres and prop up Ekatike, for me the two don't.
How many goals has Jokeres actually got this season? I've not actually looked. Is it like 20 odd?
He's on 13 or 14 in the Prem.
No, I'll do all comps because they've played in the same comps. They've played in the same competitions. Jokeres got 21 goals this season. How many's Ekatike got? Ekatike has 17. Ekatike's got 6 assists. Jokeres has 3. So I think Ekatike is off by 1, but he's played 600 less minutes. So they're about on average in terms of.
I think Ekatike is a far better footballer, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know if he goes in and.
So for me personally, maybe I'm being a bit sort of, again, biased. I think that I could see Alisson start for the title-winning team. I could see Canate and Van Dijk start for the title-winning team. I could see Kirkes start for the title-winning team. I could see Szoboszlai start for the title-winning team. I could see Wirtz start for the title-winning team. I could see Salah start for the title-winning team. I could see Isak start for the title-winning team. And I could see Ekatike start for the title-winning team. I reckon 10 of our squad could start realistically for the title-winning team, provided they've got the right pieces around them. I think you went for like 6 or 7. So for me, the core is there. The core group should be there. Even though I'm going to have to take out Alisson and Salah, so I'm down to 8. The core for me is still there of a group of players that with the right pieces around them, I can see winning a title. Because now I'm looking at who I could add. Do I think I could I see a team with Wharton and DM with the right pieces around them winning a title? 100% I could. 100% I could. Could I see a team with Barcola starting on the left?
We're getting Wharton a 4-2-3-1. Unless you're getting another midfielder to complement.
Yeah, you have to get a guy like Kamara to play alongside him. So for me, again, this is gonna. It's been a while since we have one of the Tom Little mad shouts. If you're gonna do Wharton coming in as a DM next year, I think that you have to go get Lamine Kamara to go play alongside him. Or a guy like that, of that ilk, a really good ball with a midfielder. I think you do Barcola on the left, you do Diamande on the right, and you play Szoboszlai as a right back in the Nico O'Reilly role.
What time's the Sam end in the show?
He's not here. So
I can't mute people in the chat. I can't.
No. So this is what we're going to discuss, Cal. Why are you so against that idea?
Why am I playing Szoboszlai right back?
Because he needs to play in the area where he can most impact the game. And I think that if you've got Wharton in the midfield,
if I put Wharton in midfield, just go and run me a proper right back.
So then where does Szoboszlai play?
on the bench, if you guys are saying this, look, I'm not married to the idea of these players starting games and like. I want Liverpool to win. I don't want it to be Szoboszlai has to play. I think Szoboszlai should play.
I'm not saying it's a case of Szoboszlai has to play. I'm looking at the right back market this summer. I'm looking at who's going to be potentially available, and I'm going. I still think that one of the best.
Why does Callum hate his life? What did Tom say?
I said that I'd do Szoboszlai at right back next season if you get all the right pieces.
Archie Gray, Curtis Jones.
No. So if you're not going to see the vision, the whole point is
vision, bro.
There is a vision, though. There is a vision. Who's been the best left back in the league this season?
There's as much vision here as Stevie Wonder.
Who is being the best left back in the league this season? Who's been the best left back in the league this season?
You know how we're all stunned because they're all shit. Who's been the best?
No, because Nico O'Reilly. I think Nico O'Reilly.
Yeah, O'Reilly.
Don't, bruv. He's not Szoboszlai.
Yes, Szoboszlai's better. So if I put Yan Diamante on the right as a right footer,
Sam, bruv. This is your channel.
What? He's just stating his opinion. What do you want me to do?
This is your channel live.
I can't remove him every time he says something.
Bro, if someone was to visit your channel right now for the first time and they hear Tom comparing Szoboszlai at fullback to Nico O'Reilly, they're never coming back to your channel, bro. Do you want to lose the
they'll come back because they understand the vision. Wild Spade, I want to address your point. He can't run everywhere from right back. He shouldn't have to run everywhere. He has to run everywhere because our squad is so poorly built. The ideal world for Szoboszlai, and the reason why he's at right back in this situation, is I've bought a new pivot in this world. I've bought Wharton and I've bought Lamine Kamara, and they complement each other very well. Szoboszlai doesn't complement Wharton great, and Szoboszlai doesn't complement Lamine Kamara great. But you know what he does do? He can be really good at being that late arriving guy from fullback if you're really bombing forwards, or he can invert into midfield and form a midfield three, where I think he does look better. And he gets a link up then with Yan Diamante on the right, offer the underlapping run for Yan Diamante, allow Yan Diamante to size up his guy one-on-one. Szoboszlai still ends up in the positions where he's been most impactful this season in the final third, but from right back this time. I just think that's a better fit. Because who are the right backs that are available this summer? I don't want to go buy Jed Spence. I don't want to go buy fucking Pedro Porro. The right back market is crap. It's awful.
Okay. Thank you, Tom, for your opinion.
So Szoboszlai right back, that's the move.
Let me just do the supers, then I'm going to end the stream. Big up to all of you guys locked in. Please hit the like button and subscribe. Every single one of you, please hit the like button.
If Tom's available next Monday, I might have to come up
so. You know, I apologize if I came into Tom saying dumb shit, but there's nothing we can do about it. Anyway, big up to you guys. Thank you guys so much. Hit the like, subscribe. Don't forget to use MHF15 before it expires. Yeah. Big up to you guys always. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It's in the pinned comment. Don Hussam6 is my Instagram, people. Go follow me on Instagram as well. Anyway. Rename pod to going into blind alleys. What does this mean?
I assume it was because we started doing the arguments on Gravenberch and McAllister and went down an alley with that.
Time. Going into blind alleys. Oh, okay. He was definitely saying this during McAllister Gravenberg. That's the thing. Cal, 2 games. McAllister was outstanding this season. Real Madrid at home and Aston Villa at home this season. This from the top of my head, but I'm sure there's this one more. By the way, I want to make a sold because slot remains for next season.
I was at Aston Villa at home in the Premier League. I wouldn't say McAllister was outstanding in it.
He wasn't outstanding.
Why can't you give credit? Come on.
No, Real Madrid
against Villa and Madrid, he was very good.
He was outstanding against Real Madrid.
I would say he was outstanding against Villa. He was better in comparison to the performances we'd seen up to that point. But I wouldn't say he was outstanding.
Goda, I'm not telling you how to feel about McAllister, by the way.
Who's Goda?
It's Galder.
Harat, bro.
Yeah, but I always called him Goda. Like, he's on Coppish. I always called him Goda because I kept on getting his first name wrong.
Baharat, that's not difficult. Baharat.
Okay, but I call him Goda and he's never had a problem with that.
Well, he might
do you have a problem with that, Goda? I'm gonna call him Gold.
You're both trying to gaslight me. You've done a fantastic job, especially Tom.
No, but why can't you call him Bharat? I don't call you Sanderson. Hey, Sanderson.
You call me way worse off camera, but that's a different conversation.
Wow, that's a lie. Mr. Sanderson, if you're watching this, I do not call him way worse. I do not call him way worse. Okay, he's lying. Never called him any bad word. You get me? Follow me on Instagram, guys. I made new Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. Robo, a legend, was never at 280k. Well done, Gravenberch, for being an all-timer midfielder.
Yeah, Gravenberch shouldn't be on the money he's on.
I'm with you guys.
But he is, so we're going to have to deal with that, aren't we? Nothing we can fucking do about it now.
How much do you get? 280 grand a week?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's appalling that you got that, man. I'm not going to lie.
I can't believe it.
Football has changed, man. It has. We just have to accept it.
Maka at home against Newcastle Premier League 2, Cal. I'm sure your Coppish match ratings will agree with these.
100%. Very good in that game. No crumbs.
Thank you, Goda.
Probably, yeah.
No, Goda. Wait, Goda. Can you? Is it just the McAllister Glazed, or can you do the same for other midfielders then? Because if that's the case, I'm just asking. I'm just asking, man.
The same guy will tell
I've
you.
never seen.
When I ask you about Salah, you bring up back.
I've never seen a player get so much excuses made for them and so much glaze from others like McAllister does. I don't get it. From the moment he arrived at Liverpool, he's just been glazed off. It's crazy.
So you've hated McAllister from the moment he's arrived?
Oh, that's been a long hatred right there.
You're hearing things and
tell us your true feelings.
It's just
anyone who
no one mentioned about the first season of McAllister, and you've
and Gravenberch was good for 6 months ever since he signed for Liverpool. Big up to him, man. Been incredible for 6 months. And then after that, that's the Gravenberch mosquito right there following me. FSG feel the same way about Arne Slot that Tom and Cal feel about Gravenberch. The Dutch got something special.
By the way, the notion is, I think Gravenberch is probably better.
You know, if Callum didn't rate either, I'd understand it. But it's this like vicious defense of Gravenberch.
Wait, hold on. Who said I rate again? You've done it again. Who said I rate Gravenberch high?
Yeah, you do. You and Matt.
No. You're assuming
the one that's always cussing Gravenberch on Coppish is Drifty.
Yes, because
you realize I'm a subscriber, right?
I think he goes overboard with things.
Who, Drifty?
Hold on, wait 1 sec. Have you ever sat there and asked me what I do in the summer for midfield and what I do and how I line up next season?
Okay,
how would you, Cal?
How would you?
I would get Schumann and I'd get another combative midfielder. Schumann and Szoboszlai would be my starting pivot. My second choice pivot would be the new combative midfielder in Curtis Jones, and Gravenberch would be my fifth choice. So tell me how I overrate Gravenberch.
So what happens if Schumann punches one of his teammates?
Then they might have deserved it.
Wow.
I don't know. I haven't heard of Schumann having a history of starting trouble in dressing rooms. And from what I've seen and heard, Schumann played yesterday. Valverde didn't, and Valverde was at fault for the whole situation.
I mean, Valverde didn't play because he has to do concussion protocol.
Because he got sparked out because he started acting up.
No, because he fell over. Cal, he said he fell over.
I saw James Milner slap McAllister in the face.
Real life, Tom. You're very lucky. We'd have a lot of locker room issues, Tom. You're very lucky this doesn't happen in real life and it's on stream. This was a real life podcast. You know, I can't guarantee that Callum doesn't use his Muay Thai in the wrong way.
I'd never
Big up. Oh, I'd never do that. Oh, look at me. I'm Callum. I'm so peaceful. Allow it, bro. Allow it. That's not what you tell us in the background. If any of you think
I'm black, I'm a thug. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Tom. Why are you saying that? Why are you saying that, Tom?
I would never say anything like that.
Yeah, I'd never say anything like that as well. I'd never say anything like that.
You'd message it down in the group chat, wouldn't you?
Yeah, Callum would. We all know who's the biggest racist anyway, out of all of us. Matt, by far. That's why he hasn't been on the show for a month, guys. Shout out to Matt if he's watching. I'm just joking.
That is diabolical.
Big up, Matt. If any of you think Kirkus is not a donkey, I'd like the number of all your respective dealers.
I don't think Kirkus is a donkey.
He's not a donkey. He has moments.
Some
in
people call him window licker. I don't know what that means.
That's crazy. Yeah. But let's move on. Move on, Hassan. Move on.
What does it mean, window licker?
No. I'll message you. That's it's crazy.
That's dark, though.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Let me
move on. I'll message you.
Oh no, he's gonna Google it. We're gonna learn. We're gonna watch this as Sam learns what a window licker is.
That's dark. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's crazy. I'd only sell Bradley because he's so injury prone.
Yeah, that's a fair point. The problem is you need homegrown players, and Conor Bradley fits that criteria.
And you needed to be fit to sell him as well.
Yeah, that's also a fucking problem. I'm not going to buy someone who's got no knee. Do you reckon that's why? That would almost be a smart thing to do, though, as a footballer. Constantly get injured before the transfer window, so they can't sell you, but come back for the start of the season. Play yourself into another year on your contract because you play so well, and then just get injured again.
Slot out. Sold depth and not progressing kids.
Facts.
I agree. Tom Little hasn't progressed. He's quite injury prone. I think it's the aggressive manner he plays certain games that gets him injured.
For fuck's sake. What are we
I haven't
doing
even
here?
said none. Question for Callum and Hussam. I'm from London/Ghana, and my partner is Syrian. Meeting our family next week. There was hesitation from the parents due to me not being Arab, but dad softened stance. You both have point of views of relevance. Any advice? Slot out. I love the fact that you ended all that with slot out. I'll let Callum go first, and then I'll talk after.
I can't really relate to this situation because my missus' heritage is similar to my heritage, so I can't really comment on that. And
what's her heritage?
Jamaican and Cuba.
Jamaican and
Cuba.
Oh, go on, Cal. Go on. So your heritage is Jamaican, right?
Yeah, Jamaican, yeah.
The thing is, here's the thing, Isaac. This is a worldwide problem. It's not just, it's a Arab on Arab thing as well. Like some Saudi families would have a problem with me being Jordanian marrying like their Saudi daughter. Like I'm using a neighboring country as an example too. So for me, like this is a worldwide problem. But eventually, parents do change their mind if they see that you have all the capabilities and they say you have good character about you and stuff like that. All of them eventually change their mind. But this is a worldwide problem. Even neighboring countries and stuff, like some Syrian parents would have the same issue with me being Jordanian, Palestinian, the same, etc. Even the neighboring countries. So it's not just a Ghana Syrian thing. This is a worldwide issue. But
can I just be straight, Isaac? With all due respect to you and your missus, if her family don't accept you and you don't think it could work, then you got to move on, man.
I disagree with you, because eventually they will accept him, but it's just that first shock that their daughter is marrying someone from a different culture. That's it. But when they get over the shock, bro, it will be a very good marriage.
It's all about meeting them. If they act in a certain way and it can't be maintained, then I just don't believe putting yourself in situations where you're going to be disrespected or treated a certain way, in my opinion.
Yeah, as long as they're not disrespectful, but you can't expect parents to just say yes from the start. Like they will have that initial like, oh, you're marrying someone from a different culture. That's normal.
Oh yeah, my missus' dad, he put me through like, I wouldn't say
exactly.
her, but yeah, he made sure I was the right person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think it will take you like I agree with Callum in terms of disrespect. As long as they're not disrespecting you, you'll be good to go. Just give them that initial shock period, like that first week, 2 weeks, and then after that, you said already in your super chat, you've mentioned that their stance has softened. So I'm guessing you've already passed the stage of like
God willing,
the whole
thing. God willing.
Yeah. So you're good, bro. They probably do the same to me because I'm Jordanian. Anyway, big up to all of you guys. Appreciate you all. Love you all. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Make sure guys are... What happened with me in terms of what?
I'm just saying, how are things with you in that aspect? You still?
Alhamdulillah, life is good, brother. What happened?
No, bro. I'm saying, like, have you met the wife yet? What's going on?
Have I met the wife yet?
Are we getting close? What are we saying?
Potentially.
Oh, word.
Yeah, potentially.
Have you got another scouting trip coming up this week?
No, the scouting has been parked to the side. I'm focused on.
Oh, when you putting a transfer package together, I get it.
Yeah, I'm looking at current transfer package. So
Okay.
we're looking at the current situation.
We're at the negotiation stage.
Yeah, negotiation.
Currently, it's just
all the
currently-
reports must have been good. Then he must have got stellar reports from all the.
I
all
think
the
Tom. I
scouts.
think they're negotiating a taser clause or
Yeah.
a gas.
Can you
gaslighting
stop?
bonus.
Can you stop? Can you not ruin my reputation, please? She's a subscriber to the channel, so respect yourself.
Oh,
please.
sorry. Hassam's a fantastic.
We're not doing anything. Then we're just repeating what you said.
Hassam, no. Hassam's a fantastic human being.
I never
He'll be a
said
great
that, buddy.
It'll be a
Fraud.
great catch. So if you're watching this, you're getting a good guy.
By the way, just so you know, I made her jealous today, and it's been fucking fantastic.
Look at him. Look, he is terrible. He is terrible.
No. Yeah, do you know what? I take it back.
Remember the summer? We were gaslit by all the Newcastle journalists. Just pay the other 20 minutes. No, I don't miss profile. Don't worry. I don't miss profile. If I sign someone, it will be the elite of the elite. And I promise you, I will not play them left wing. There is an infamous manager who said something, and I followed his advice.
For me, you will be a 9, you will be a 10, you will be a 9.5, but not a 6, not even an 8.
Don't worry, guys.
That was brilliant. That's not well played.
Come on, I'm not gonna do all this and then. Wow, Tom, you actually said that? 1 second, let me show you something Tom said. 1 second, Callum. I'm gonna show you something that Tom said. Please don't leave.
To know what I've said.
I'm gonna show you something. That's crazy, Vel. That's crazy that he would say something like that. That's actually insane, bro.
Fantastic.
That's
Here we go. Can't wait to see this fake image now.
Big up to you guys, man. Like and subscribe. No, there is no wife reveal. Not a single person on the internet will know what my wife looks like. Not a single person. And I mean not a single person. So we're good to go.
Yes.
You had the chance. I posted my Snapchat 10 times. That's a you problem, G. That ain't my problem. Anyway.
Who's that?
No one. Look at what Tom said.
Oh, what are we doing here?
Wow.
Oh my word.
That's crazy, Tom.
Oh my
What are we doing?
Are you saying that because he's Sri Lankan? Wow.
Oh my word.
If I'm Ram, I'm never working with you ever again. That's crazy.
That's insane.
How are you saying shit like this, bro?
I'm gonna be real. The fact that Vel was able to make this. Vel, we're good, bro. We're good.
Listen, I'd never lie on Tom's name.
I got a family and kid, man. I don't need my reputation getting slandered like this. Vel, we're good, bro. We're good, Vel. We're good.
Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Love you all. Tom, don't even say anything at this point. Don't even say anything. It's just pointless. It's just pointless. This deserve the unfollow.
I didn't even say it.
I didn't even say none. Love you all. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm taking over to Judge Mo. Brexit means Brexit. You get me?
What is this?
And
You all laughed at me. Well, I have to say, you're not laughing now, are you?
see you guys later, man. See you on Judge Mo.